All right, hold on. I had so much to say in the beginning, guys. I had so much to say
I
in the
know. I
beginning.
just gonna double check that we're actually live. Oh wait, we are. So it is still connected. I fucking knew it.
All right, guys. This is the Nothings Podcast, episode
I know. I just
22.
gonna.
We're gonna have Santos Bonacci maybe halfway through this fucking
I'll
thing
believe
as
it
a
when I see it. You know what I
as
mean?
a guest. I told everyone that we were gonna have big news to say, and we do. So we're right now live on Twitch,
We're having a
6:30.
baby.
We're having a baby. We had a stereo application baby. We're actually live right now on the stereo app, which is basically just me and Gem with little emoji heads talking. And the reason why, for some reason, this is a big deal is because I love how our characters look. And also, in that application, you can send us voice messages to the podcast if you have anything to say. So, real last thing before we get into the regular part of the podcast, I just want to say this. Probably by episode 26, I'm going to stop mentioning the email. I'll tell you why in a second. I know you're going to agree with me, though, on this one. So, right now, you can always email us at askthenothings@gmail.com. But you can also send us a voice message on the stereo app, which is fucking awesome. The stereo application is great. And eventually we're going to be live 6:30 p.m. on all three platforms, Twitch, YouTube, and stereo. And then you can always listen to us on like Google Podcasts and Spotify after we upload the recordings and everything. But real quick, the main reason I'm going to stop saying the fucking email in the beginning or during the podcast is, bro, I listen to sports talk radio, and it's one of the gayest things when people mention the phone number to call in. It's like, geez, like how desperate are you for content?
Yeah.
Make sure to call us at 866. It's like no one wants to call you. That's why you keep mentioning the number. So I'll stop mentioning the voice messages and the emails in a couple episodes from now, once, at least the hardcore fans get used to it.
True. The only problem now is I can't turn my phone all the way down.
I couldn't either, so I just put my phone behind my mic.
Oh, I got an even better idea.
What's your better idea?
I'm gonna use my my other headphones and just plug them in.
Oh, to your phone?
Yeah, because I'm smart.
Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna do that too.
Because I'm telling you, it was loud enough to where, like, I know it's being picked up on this mic going through Twitch, and that would be fucking annoying.
You're a genius. You're smarter than me. Even though what I said was kind of smart.
We both had a really smart idea.
Yeah, my idea was smart, but for some reason it won't let me go all the way down like you just said. But I love this, dude. I love this little stereo application. This is all I'm going to talk about throughout the duration of this episode.
I haven't really done much. Like the day after we were on it that night, I was listening to it throughout the day, and just tuning into a bunch of people's. And like the thing I learned is it's a very tight knit. It's a very small community right now. Like, I was seeing a lot of the same people.
Yeah, dude, when you go on stereo, I always see that same black girl with the purple hair.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
Wait, now, okay, wait, now, shit. Can you hear me through the stereo app? You can, right?
Huh?
See, now I'm talking through my iPhone headphones. Does my audio sound better on the stereo app?
I don't know, because I can only hear you through this.
No. I mean, I guess I should say, does it sound clean? Do I sound good on the stereo app?
I don't know. I have you turned all the way down on my headphones, so it's not coming through to the mic.
I thought you're listening on your phone right now.
No, why would I listen on my phone?
So how are you listening to me right now?
Like normal, through my computer, through Discord.
Oh, what? You plugged your headphones into the stereo app?
I have two headphones. The headphones I use at work, which are like little iPod headphones. So I plugged that into the phone, so it wasn't. So I can't hear.
And you just threw those headphones like across the room or something?
What do you mean?
What, you plugged headphones into the phone, but how aren't the headphones making sound now, just like the phone was?
No, because it's too low. It's the kind that go into your ear. It has a little like plunger.
Oh, I actually plugged in my headphones and then put my headphones on that are connected to my phone right now.
Don't do that, because then you're listening to me on a phone.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I still hear the same shit.
Yeah, but it's worse quality.
Yeah, but who cares? It's you.
And plus, if I decide to fucking move shit around, it's gonna be noisy, you know?
I think the main... Actually, you know what stinks? When we have our guest, I'm going to have to fucking... I didn't think this one through.
Nah, yeah, you're dumb. Don't put it on... Don't... Get back to Discord.
Fine. I'll go back. But also, I feel like I hear like a little fan in the background. I don't know if that's your room or something. Do you have like a constant...
It's probably my computer.
Can you fix it, please? Oh,
you're not gonna hear it on Discord.
Yeah, but you can hear it on stereo. That's
Yeah,
fucking
well, guess
annoying.
what? I gotta have my computer on for this. I'm kind of
Okay, but
streaming to Twitch.
well, we'll figure it out next episode for the stereo audience, okay?
Yeah, no. What I'll do is I'll buy a little arm and I'll have the phone on the other side. That's not the computer
Hold on,
side.
there's no need to yell. No need to yell.
And then I'll have it right in my mouth.
Back. I'm coming back to the computer.
And you'll never hear nothing.
Hold on. Hold on.
So you talked to Santos? So yeah, maybe he'll finally come on. Well, once again, I'm not getting hopeful because
that's what he said. But who gives a fuck? Right now, I'm just happy because, dude, we're gonna. I also wrote down an outro so we can record the spoken outro. Fuck you, man. I'm fucking happy right now, man. Don't rain on my parade. Like, we're on stereo, we're on Twitch right now, and we're gonna figure out a way to be on YouTube all at the same time. Like, how fucking awesome is that, man? That's so cool. And we're also on 20 plus podcast platforms.
Yes.
Look how much work has ever been done for something that truly just doesn't make an impact at all on anyone's life. We have put in so many hours to the most pointless project ever, Gem. Do you not understand this? It's fucking awesome. It's our lives, and it's this podcast in a nutshell.
Yeah. We get to talk to cool ass people, and I get to look forward to Mondays instead of hating them, so it's fucking great.
Oh, I get to look at your little fucking emoji character just with green hair, and then my guy who looks exactly like me with a yellow afro. I showed my girl my character, right, on the stereo application, and you want to know what the first thing she said?
What?
She goes, "Why is your character black?"
I was like, the afro, man.
I was like, first off, that's racist. Second off, it's like, why am I black? She goes, you have an afro. You can have an afro and be Jewish. She's like, so she goes, well, you're not. Yeah, but you're white. I go, yeah, but I'm saying I could be Jewish. She goes, yeah, but you're white. It took me 3 tries to be like, are you not understanding that Jewish people can also be white? Is this new? She's like, she goes, are you like what, half Jewish, half white? I'm like, no, like full Jewish, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you can be full Jewish and full white. What is she talking about?
She did not get it.
You ever seen fucking Einstein? Wait, he was Jewish.
He was German. It's the opposite.
He was
Jewish.
German. Yeah. That's our arch nemesis.
Dude, she watched the new Mortal Kombat movie. And
that looked pretty good.
Oh, really? It looked pretty good, Jen.
It did. It looked pretty.
I go to her. I go, how was it? She goes, it was bad. I'm like, you knew it was gonna be bad.
Well, good. I won't fucking watch it then.
Yeah.
What was bad about it? Did she give any more of like a?
Why? Would you want me to ruin it for you?
Yeah, ruin it. It's Mortal Kombat. What are you gonna spoil for fucking Mortal Kombat?
She said there's too much storyline that didn't need to be there. Like the guy who lost his power and then he had to go back to his family. It's like, what the fuck? This isn't what I spent my money on, you know? It's like,
yeah, but that could be just she doesn't know about the lore of Mortal Kombat, so to her it's not pertinent. But it could be like,
No, dude, it was like, remember when Dragon Ball Z made a live action film?
And I remember the first Mortal Kombat film. It was fucking horrendous.
That was 1995.
Yeah, that shit was horrendous, but it was funny. It was like funny bad.
How do you make CGI for a video game movie worse CGI than the actual video game?
I know.
Like that takes skill and time. You couldn't even accidentally do that.
Well, that's the thing with this one. The trailer, it looked like it had really good CGI. So I'm like, this could be. Like, I'm not going to a Mortal Kombat fucking film for its story, dude. I'm going to see people fucking fight.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not. Some things are just meant to be a video game. Like, no one knows what the world is of Mortal Kombat. It's just you versus the other guy. Fight.
No, there's an actual story to it.
Yeah, but do you really know the in and outs of the actual story?
Yes. So basically, it's this tournament that goes on every fucking millennia or whatever, where like all these people get to fight for the fucking
for your right to party.
I think they fight for the right to be immortal or something. And so yeah, all people from all different lives come together into this one giant tournament and fucking. I mean, it's not the most story driven thing, but there is like lore to it. Like the different people like where they come from, and like Raiden is like a god of something, and he like there's storylines
Who?
for all of them. Raiden, you know, the guy with the Chinese hat and the lightning.
See, that was the thing. So I told her, I was like, you know what, babe, I'm actually more of a Tekken guy, honestly. Like I played Tekken more than Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Yeah, because
You're
Tekken was better.
Tekken guy. Tekken
Tekken
was
was
better.
It was better.
How dare you say Tekken's better?
It was better. And you know what? Actually,
In what way?
The characters were better.
How what? Name a Tekken character.
The guy that had a
You can't even name him. You can't even name
dude,
him.
I was a kid when I had it. Was a PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but you can name Mortal Kombat characters.
Yeah, okay, but that's because the movie
You can even name their catch lines.
Okay,
So they're better characters. If you remember them, they're better.
What's McDonald's catchphrase?
I'm loving it.
Okay, what's Burger King's catchphrase?
I know it. It's something about your choice. Something about your choice.
Exactly. And what's better?
No,
Burger
have it your
King
way. Have it your way.
Yeah, it took you forever. What's
No, it
better,
took me a
Burger
little
King or what's better, Burger King or McDonald's?
Burger King.
There you go. So that proves my point.
But McDonald's used to be better.
Well, just because something used to be better doesn't make it better.
And also, I remembered both of them, so your argument's kind of
Fugazi.
just took me a little Fugazi. What does that mean? I've heard people say that, but I'm too white.
It's like a facade. No, you're actually not white enough if you don't know what Fugazi
really?
means.
That's not a white thing.
What else could Fugazi be? Who the
hell
like
a rap
uses...
thing, like a hip-hop.
Name me one black guy that ever said Fugazi. Tell me.
I've heard it in rap songs.
There's no. They were rhyming it for
like Lil Yachty or something says it.
If there's ever a rapper that's gonna say Fugazi,
yeah,
it's Lil Yachty.
Oh shit!
Riding on my yacht.
No, that's Lil Nas X.
I know, Gem.
Well, you gotta get these little. I don't even know who Lil Yachty is, to be honest. I don't think I've ever heard one song from him.
How would you spell Lil Yachty? Like, how do you think that's spelled in the little world?
I think it's yacht with a Y.
What?
Yachty.
Do you think the littles are like the same as the Patels for your high school yearbook, where like 3 pages are just Patel,
yeah.
little.
Smith.
Oh, here are the littles LIL. Oh, and here are the littles apostrophe. And then here are the real littles LITTLE. No, those are some good littles. Dude,
big.
You ever what's it called? You ever have your balls just uncomfortable, and no matter what you do, you just can't get them to the right comfort?
Literally all day today. And my dick was like sandwiched in a way and no matter how much I would adjust, it just felt off, you know?
Yeah, it just feels off. And you know what the like the most like stingy one for me is? It's the beginning like tip of the triangle where the skin of the dick is hitting the skin of the balls.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I think I'm addicted to porn.
Oh yeah, I am too. Definitely.
I think I'm gonna try to go like a week without.
Oh, I've gone several weeks for. Dude, I remember, man. I was doing NOFAP, right, for like 3+ weeks. I was 3+ weeks with NOFAP. I know, no porn, no jerking off, no coming. I was doing and no sex too, and I was doing really good, really good, right? I think because some people think sex counts for it or whatever, but that's not kind of the whole point of the story. Though the whole point is there was a girl I was talking to on Tinder, right? And we went on one date. She was kind of big, but like I was like, and we got coffee. Didn't think anything of it. All of a sudden, I'm 3.5 weeks in, and like there's just cum dripping out of my teeth. I'm just like, and this is when I'm in my studio apartment, so I'm like a rabbit hamster, just like like you ever see when a small rabbit rodent is somehow just like bouncing up from its back into the air 10 feet? Like I was like that. All of a sudden, she hits me up on Snapchat because we're now we're Snapchat friends. From a few weeks ago or a month ago, whatever the time was. And she says, hey, I'm in the area. And I'm like, cool, whatever. And then she like sends a pic of food that she was eating in the area. So I was like, oh, cool, looks good. Then she sends me a picture of her tits. So I'm like, and then, I said, I was like, hey, when you're done, if you want, you can come over. So she comes over, and like within 10 seconds, we're making out, and I'm going down on her, and I'm just like, oh God, I think I'm gonna have to fuck this girl.
Yeah.
So I get up from going down on her for 5 minutes, and I'm like, hey, do you want to, fuck? I'm like, I'm sweating nervously because I kind of wanted to say no and yes at the same time. And she's over here like, yeah, that'd be great. And what's crazy is, so she was a bigger girl,
Oh,
and she was pale white too.
Oh,
but when she was naked laying on the bed on her back, I was like, whoa, this went from bigger girl to pog real quick. Like this girl, all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa,
that was just the cum in your eyes, like just fogging. You're like, oh my God, she looks like Christina Aguilera.
Yeah. This girl looks like Beyonce.
The second after you come, you're just like, it's just like a toad sitting next to you. It's like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, fucking bullfrog.
Yeah.
Dude,
fuck Yoda.
I put the condom on. I bang her for maybe 35 to 72 seconds. I instantly come. And I'm just like, whew.
And like a good one too, like a 3-week one where you're like, oh
yeah, dude. It was one of those.
I thought you were a virgin or something, dude.
No, trust me. She did not think that. Maybe she did. I don't give a fuck.
30 seconds? Why wouldn't she think that?
I don't care. All I know, those times when you're fucking a girl and sometimes you're just like, all right, you know what? I think I might come, so let me stop. As soon as I felt it, I'm like, oh, I'm letting this one out. There was no like, hey, stop the valve.
I'm letting this one ride, dude.
I'm surprised it didn't go right through the condom.
Yeah.
I got up. She's like, oh, that's all right. It happens to me all the time. And I'm like, okay.
Don't flatter yourself, lady. I haven't jerked off in 3 weeks. Right?
I didn't think of a flatter. I thought of it more of, people are just pumping and dumping this one. They're getting it in. They're getting their little like, there we go. All right, let me get this fucking hooker thing out of my goddamn apartment.
No, I'm really impressed, dude.
But yeah, that was that.
Since I started jerking at a pretty young age, I think 3 days is the longest I've ever went.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how'd you go 3 fucking weeks, dude.
I've gone longer than that.
Die.
I've gone longer than that. I've gone 30 or 40 days. I might have did it once for Lent, but I had sex a lot in between. And actually, the sex got better. It feels better.
I'm sure for sure.
Because, dude, jerking off a lot really fucks you up sexually, because if your hand's not wrapped around your dick, everything else just feels foreign.
Yep. No, and you squeeze it really hard, so it becomes a thing where like it almost gets number or something. I've seen stuff about that.
Well, also, it's like, dude, no vagina has my goddamn, like, my bare hand grip. You're just yanking at this thing, and you're not even doing it for pleasure. You're doing it because you have to. You're addicted.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop for a week. Here's what I'm gonna try to go NOFAP till next podcast and report back in, because I'm addicted, dude. I think I'm addicted to porn, like bad.
Oh yeah,
because I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop for a week, and then I really thought about it at work, and I was like, all worried. I was like, oh, I don't think, and I'm like, geez, why am I feeling like something's being taken away that's so like fucking important, Just naked people fucking. So yeah. But I'm not gonna go to the NoFap thing because I can't deal with. I've tried to go to that subreddit, and that subreddit fucking sucks.
With all that being said, how awesome is porn?
It's
the best.
It's the fucking best, man. Do you want to know the real reason why I think I'm addicted to porn?
Why?
It's because I actually paid for it. For the first time in my life, I signed up for.
No, which site? It depends which site.
It was Casting Couch X.
What's with you and Casting Couch?
I don't know. I like it.
You really want to see these interns make the next step.
I know. Yeah. And it's
dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. I know I'm cutting you off on this porn story, but
no, it's over. There's nothing more to it.
If you go on the podcast Twitter page,
yeah,
I shared the link to the stereo show.
Yeah.
It's by far the best preview thumbnail ever. It's our little characters just staring at you.
I have to see that right now.
Yeah, I love that you were such a genius with the hair color, bro.
Oh,
I
yep.
I was gonna just make it our regular characters, and then you're over here like, nah, you gotta do green and yellow. It's like, yeah, you should do green and yellow. By the way, guys, because I got so flustered in the beginning of this episode, so maybe I'll change my name down the road. But right now, to follow us on Stereo, Gems is at dash Gem dash, like that's his handle, and then my handle, which I think makes the most sense, is at Nothing's Podcast. Gem, are you cool if people want to follow the podcast to follow my account on Stereo? Since
Yeah,
it's
but
got
you
at
should name
Nothing's.
yourself Whitey
Yeah, but then
because it's in the title. That's the Nothing's podcast.
but now then when they follow us, who are they going to follow? Like both of us? I mean, I don't care if you think
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
why
Why
not?
don't we make it then, instead of you being dash Gem dash, how about I be at Whitey underscore TNP and you be at Gem underscore TNP
Um,
instead of dash Gem dash?
no, it's because I couldn't. Everything was taken with Gem. It wouldn't let me take Gem, so I had
Do
to
you
do the
want to do
dashes.
TNP?
Not really.
Huh. All right.
Kind of. You should be dash Whitey dash, and I should be dash Gem
No,
dash.
I don't want to be dash.
You're
I don't
going to
want to
have.
be.
There's no way Whitey's not taken. There's no
Well,
way.
well, if it isn't, I'm gonna be TNP to at least let people know it's TNP, the Nothing's Podcast.
The one thing I've noticed from this app is
First off, Whitey might not be taken on this kind of app. Oh,
it's definitely, dude. If Gem was taken, Whitey's taken.
Oh, I got Whitey TNP. I'm keeping Whitey TNP. Now how's anyone gonna find us on Stereo? That's my question.
Well, okay. So the way it works is that if you're a partner, you get shared to more people. But if you're not a partner, no matter who you are, if someone joins in and starts listening and stays listening for a good period of time, the algorithm will kick it and share it to more people. So the more you're retaining listeners, the harder they push you. But if someone just like shows up for a few minutes and leaves, then it won't really do nothing, you know?
I understand that, but my main thing is it's easy for me to go, hey, if you guys want to search the podcast on Stereo, just type in Nothing's Podcast, all one word, and you'll find my character. You know? Isn't that easy?
But won't they find it because that's the title of our streams?
I don't think you can search the title of a show and find that on Stereo. I'll try right now, but I don't believe that's how it works. If that is, then Nothing's Podcast, and that's great.
Yeah.
Oh wow, wait, the Nothing's Podcast, and if you go to shows, oh, there's a ton of things that pop up. We're not even there.
Ah.
I don't. Oh well, and these have like 3,000 subscribers.
That meme with the cat. Oh, that's so true.
Which meme's that?
The one you posted.
Yeah, it's. You know what? We'll figure it out as time goes. But what I do know is that I put my Stereo link in our Link Fly account where all our social medias are.
Yeah.
So
Whatever
at least
you
there's that. Okay. Whatever, man.
No, I just don't care that much.
Do you know anything about intermittent fasting? Because
Yeah.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So I hear I've heard so many things for the past few years. It seems like half a decade now about intermittent fasting. And I've done it and I've looked into it and a bunch of shit. The one thing I haven't gotten an answer for, and I really would love anyone to tell me the answer. So if you know it, please tell me. Why is it that you can't eat anything, right? For a certain time frame, but for some reason black coffee is okay to have during that time frame of not being allowed to eat anything?
Because it has no sugar.
That's the reason?
Well, yeah, because black coffee, what is it? It's just
Well,
is it a protein? What is coffee?
But if you ate
It's a bean.
If you ate a steak, meat doesn't have sugar.
Yeah, but it has calories. I don't think coffee has calories.
Black coffee has you can get like 2 to 5 calories per 1 cup of black coffee.
Yeah, so that's probably the same reason, because it's the same reason you could drink water. It's
Well,
because it's
there's no
not really.
calories in, but there's no calories in water.
Yeah, but there's only 5 in a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but
I'm
if
sure you
I
could
said I
have
was,
tea too.
dude, if I said I was intermittent fasting and I ate like a really small piece of chicken, like I'm talking about like a
Yeah, but
fingernail
that's
size,
eating something. The whole point is to so your body isn't digesting anything.
you're digesting like if something's 5 calories, you're digesting it. You're doing something with it with your body.
No, because the coffee's going to your bladder, man. It's not going through your intestines, right?
I,
Or or
are
if it
you
is, it's not
asking me or
absorbed.
you asking or telling me?
I'm saying fasting is eating, not drinking.
So if I drank a Coca-Cola, I'd be fasting.
No, because that has a bunch of sugar. I think the thing also there might be something with caffeine that coffee does to make it so you don't like digest or store the calories. Maybe like the caffeine makes your body work fast enough to where like it's a negative thing, kind of like celery. How it like
Jem, I'm
it
gonna
takes
go on
calories to eat celery.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say you're not smart enough to answer this question.
I'm right though. Basically, you said why are you allowed to drink coffee when you're fasting, and I'm like, well, because it must not affect the part that you're fasting, and well, I'm obviously right. I just don't know the reason, but that
I
is.
don't know if that's even the answer. Like you actually may not be allowed to drink
Well,
coffee.
you just said what the fuck?
What
You
my
you
main
told me
go
you were.
no. What I asked was why have I never heard like because I've heard so many people go, "Oh yeah, if you're fasting, you can drink water, coffee." And it's like, "Well, hold on. Why coffee? Why is that allowed?" No one answers that. I never hear
Well, then,
anyone
yeah,
answer.
maybe those people are just idiots who say that. I don't fucking know.
It's literally the people who are fucking like the people who have doctorates or whatever in
Well, then
fucking
they're probably
nutrition.
right. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not
I'm
saying they're
trusting
wrong.
that a doctor would know
I'm not saying they're wrong. I just want to know why.
because it must not affect the area of your body that you're
But
fasting,
why?
like your digestive system.
Why?
I don't know, because coffee's like a fucking bean juice. There's nothing to it. It's
So
fucking.
if I have kidney beans or
It's
fucking
bean water. It's
garbanzo,
not even juice. It's bean water. It's
so
just water with a little bit of bean taste. Because you don't
so
even eat the actual coffee beans.
if I have lentil soup, I'm not. That's fine.
Lentil soup?
Well, lentils are. Yeah, you're saying
They're like
beans are
legumes.
okay. Fine. A chickpea. If I have a chickpea, that's
That's no,
okay.
that's a legume.
Oh my god, you said beans, coffee or a bean.
No, but it's not a bean in the same way actual beans are. That's
I,
just
kn-
what they
I
call it.
know, I know, but it's still something, If I
Yeah,
so
but
you're
you're just drinking the juice from it, dude. It's like tea. It's like you're
yeah,
getting
but no,
water
no,
steamed
hold
with
on,
tea leaves.
hold
It's
on,
water
hold on.
steamed
Black,
with tea coffee. Yeah.
Jeff, calm down, calm down. We're gonna get through this together, all right? Now, if it's herbal tea, I understand it because most
Why?
herbal tea. Because can I
But it's
finish?
something.
Most herbal teas do not have calories. They don't. Most herbal teas don't. But black tea can and usually does a very small amount, like say
No,
2 calories per. No,
I
two
think you're wrong
calories.
about that.
2 calories per 8 ounces of water. That's what black tea has usually on average. Just like black coffee has around 5 calories per cup.
No, see, like if you actually have like instant coffee where you like put the beans in there and then melt it in the water, I could see why that would have calories. But if you have one of those machines that's just running the hot water through the beans, but you're not actually drinking the beans themselves, there shouldn't be calories, right? Because it's just flavor. You're not actually drinking the bean. You're just drinking the flavor of the bean steeped in hot water.
Jem, that's like saying if I put sugar in hot water and it dissolved, I'm not actually drinking the sugar. Of
No,
course, you're
I'm saying
drinking
the
the sugar.
opposite.
How are you saying the opposite?
Because some coffee is made where it just steeps in the beans, and then you drink that water.
Wait, Jem. Wait, hold on. Do you hear that?
No,
Wait. Do you hear that?
what do you mean?
You don't hear anything, right?
I don't know what.
Do you hear anything? Do you hear it?
I hear you.
No, but do you hear this?
No.
Good. Because
What?
that's my scissor arm not making any squeaking
Oh,
noise.
okay.
Oh,
So
yeah. All right.
by the way, everyone intermittent fasts. Most people in our generation intermittent fast every day.
Is that the old sleeping joke or something?
No, it's just most people. Our generation, like most people, don't eat breakfast. That's what
Yeah,
intermittent fasting is.
I mean, it makes sense that breakfast has died down because I feel like the work hours are different. I don't. I feel like our generation doesn't wake up as early as what older generations used to wake up at.
Yeah, but even when I wake up early and like today, like even when I work, I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat
You
until
know,
lunch.
you know what I think might be the biggest contributor to that is most breakfast food, even though it's delicious and maybe the best food out of all the
Mm.
meals, it's it's so not what this culture and what the next generation after us eats because it's all just carb and sugar and fat heavy, and we're trying to eat less of that. At least, we're thinking we're eating less of that. So,
Yeah, my dad used to eat fucking egg and waffles every morning. I'm like,
oh,
dude, you're
dude,
literally eating dessert for breakfast. It's like, oh,
my
breakfast is the
dad,
most important. And then he'd get on me for not eating breakfast. It's like, yeah, I'm healthier for not eating anything than you eating fucking waffles with syrup and butter and
don't you dare. He's getting ready for his day at the mill.
at the middle. Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, my dad can eat a whole thing of Breyer's ice cream while downing Coca-Cola and then go to sleep right afterwards.
Oh yeah, like literally, my dad will fall asleep while eating.
And dude,
Like
like,
he'll be eating a bowl of ice cream with like nuts and raisins and shit, and he'll just like nod off like mid
here's
chewing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
here's the thing to that. A few things to that. One, if like you're insanely fat fuck,
Nah,
then
my dad's
yeah,
not fat though. That's the
I
weird thing.
I I understand that. What I'm trying to say is if you're like a really big fat fuck, well then you lost, okay? You lost. You're not in, like, go somewhere else. Here's the debate.
Yeah, what
And
if
it's
they
a
have a
really
yacht though?
if that well, true. If they have a yacht, they won.
Yeah, but they're fat.
Yeah, but they have a yacht to bring them places.
Yeah, but they're fat.
But they have a yacht.
I'd rather be skinny without a yacht than
We
fat with a yacht.
we can have the fat person with a yacht debate another time.
Yeah, I know, because it's gonna be the same debate with just with fat people.
I think here what I want to go back to is 100% like eating healthy and everything and being healthy and living a healthier life. It's better. Obviously, no one's disagreeing with those fucking assholes who have to make a YouTube video every 5 seconds on how the food industry's lying to you. They're manipulating. Yeah, we know, buddy. We know. Like, we're
Yeah,
all aboard that McDonald's isn't good for you. Just stop making that fucking video. But the main thing is, your dad's obviously old. My dad's old. If say you're in your 70s, right? You've lived a productive life and you've been eating like shit that whole time. You won. You you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you won.
100%.
You enjoy your taste buds enjoyed their time on this earth way more than someone eating fucking kale. And yet you still lived like a productive life. And it's like, well, yeah, but you weren't healthy. It's like, yeah, but they were on this earth the same time as you. Yeah, every now and then they might have had diarrhea, but besides that, as long as you're not obese or whatever, you did well for yourself.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't think I'm wrong.
My dad can put down some fucking food, dude. He can put
Oh,
down some
same.
food. You see, but the thing is he got blood work done like a month ago, and he's like pre-diabetic.
Oh well,
So like
that's
it's
a big deal.
it's a big deal. So
So he didn't win.
well he can still turn it around. That's a good thing about
He
pre-diabetic.
could, but
It's
he's
not
gonna
a
have to eat some
actual.
healthy food.
Yeah, no, he's changing. I've been trying to help him this past like month because I know all about this shit just from like not being able to eat gluten, and like I had to do so much to my diet that I learned enough about it to know like what the do's and don'ts. And I'm just like, dude, like eat more fruit instead of fucking bread and sugar. And so yeah, he's turning it around, but it sucks, you know.
I wanted to bring this up, and I was gonna bring it up later, but I think Santos is definitely gonna be here because he's actually in the server right now. So this is a good sign.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, if you're listening, Santos will be on probably like 20-30 minutes from now. But so let me bring this up now to you. I'm hoping you never heard of this. I'm hoping I'm the first person to bring this up to you.
Mm.
Have you heard of Amazon's new key in delivery?
No, but also we have a listener. You should send us a voice.
Yeah,
what?
why should they send us a voice message on stereo, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if you want to send us a voice message on stereo. Guys, all right, real quick. Hold on. Whoever's the listener on stereo, if you want to send us a voice message, make it be an answer to this question. Why the fuck are you allowed to drink coffee during intermittent fasting? And also, if you own a yacht, are you better than other people? I need to know the answer to both those questions.
It's obviously no, dude.
It is, dude. If you own a yacht, you're better. It's a
That
fucking
says
yacht.
more about you and how you like view the world than like the actual how the world works.
How the world works is
you think someone's better than someone else just because they own a yacht. That's like your whole worldview.
It's a yacht.
Nah, dude. People who think they're better than people because they have money, they're just losers.
Gem, I didn't say anything about money. I'm talking about a motherfucking yacht.
Yeah. So what? I don't care if he owns a fucking skyscraper. It doesn't make you better than anyone.
I never said. I'm talking.
You literally
about
just said
yacht.
It makes him better.
I said a yacht makes him better. Who fuck gives a fuck about a skyscraper?
Yeah,
have you seen a yacht? They're beautiful things.
They're not really that beautiful, and also.
Yeah, he left, asshole. All right, can I get back to...
No, he left because you said people are better if they have yachts. You sound like a fucking megalomaniac, dude.
All right, I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking yacht. All right, hold on. So you never heard of
I'm bummed out you view the world that way. That's a sad existence.
Well, it's a yacht. A yacht's a cool thing. All right, it's a yacht.
And even if it was, who cares? It's a fucking boat.
It's a
material object.
It's a nice boat, though.
Nah, I've seen some small yachts.
Yeah, I'm talking about a yacht, man.
Well, there's small yachts.
YATCH. I'm thinking about getting a small yacht in the future.
A small? What's the point of getting a small? If you're gonna get a yacht, get a super yacht. You know what I mean?
See, well now you're with me now.
I'm not. I still would never get either. But a small yacht's just a boat.
All right, all right. You've never heard of Amazon's key-in thing, right?
A small yacht, he says.
Once this podcast gets going, baby.
Yeah, genius.
Once we get 2 listeners on stereo,
it's gonna be like the smart TV, dude. You're gonna call me in fucking a year and be like, this fucking yacht sucks, dude.
There's sea lions everywhere.
Yeah. It's like fucking there's vacuuming money out of my account. Gotta pay someone to clean it, to wipe it, to barnacle it, to spackle it.
What's with you and the barnacles? You always bring up the barnacles.
Because you gotta fucking scrape barnacles off the damn thing every fucking
I know,
3
but
weeks.
You're acting like...
It's an expense, because you're not gonna be doing it, so you're gonna pay someone to fucking scrape barnacles
That's
off
how people die. They try to clean their boats, and then a wave will hit it, and it'll hit them in the head, and then they'll drown.
Well, they're stupid then.
Oh, dude.
Why would you clean your boat in the middle of the ocean?
No, they don't clean it. You don't have to be in the middle of the ocean when you're
Why would you clean the boat in the water? You lift it out and you fucking scrape the barnacles.
No, that's not how. No,
literally, that's how they do it. Yeah, it is.
No, that's not how they do it.
That's literally how they do it.
They literally hire people in scuba gear to clean the boat.
Oh yeah, maybe fucking like Mexicans. Yeah, you hire fucking under the table fucking. But if you go to an actual shipyard, like yeah, they're lifting that shit
one Mexican that has a scuba gear.
What? No, did you realize like there's like shipyards and shit that like have cranes and they lift the boats out and clean it that way?
I don't think so.
Yes, dude, I live right near one. What are you talking about? Because they have to take the boats out of the water in the winter.
I don't think so.
Oh my god, are you retarded? Why would you leave your yacht docked in the middle of the ocean throughout the winter? It makes no sense.
You're right.
Extra damage.
I should just have the yacht in the middle of the ocean 24/7.
What? I don't even think you know what you're saying anymore. So yeah, anyway, we're all fucking intermittent fasting already.
the Amazon key-in thing. Can I tell you about that?
You know, on stereo, the top like streams that are like get the most listenership is only like 40 listeners.
No, there's ones that get thousands, bro.
No, there's not.
Yes, maybe that's the top right now, but there's shows that do get thousands.
Nah.
All right.
No, I'm telling you, because the Jeff Ross one, it had like 40 listeners.
Watch Jeff Ross say something he's not supposed to.
I know, no, he sucks, but he's like a celebrity, and so he's obviously bringing in followers from social media, and it's still only 40.
That was the first time you said the word "like" in a sentence where it actually made perfect sense. He's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
Who's Jeff Ross? He's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
He's kind of a comedian.
That's the thing, is this app is still like really small, dude.
That's awesome.
Like it may have been around for 7 months, but in app terms, that's nothing.
No, it's nothing. Who knows? And sometimes apps by then fold, so the fact that it's still around is good. And hey, we're on it, man. I'm fucking happy that we're on it. We're, like I said, soon, maybe by the next episode, we'll be live on Twitch, YouTube, and stereo applications. So this is great.
Yeah, I don't think it's a definite that this app will blow up, but I do think it has the potential to if they play their cards right.
It does, because like, how much do you like it already?
It's the best.
It's amazing. Like, I wish this could have as clean audio as our regular podcast audio. That way, we could just be on that for live,
Yes.
as the main thing.
Yes.
But it's all good because everyone on stereo, if they ever wanted to listen back,
Yes.
they can listen on Google Podcasts or Spotify and all that shit. All right, dude.
Dude,
the
how
fucking
is the voice still a thing?
Because it's network television.
I know, but who's watching fucking season 27?
Your mom.
Of The Voice? Yeah, she is, literally. They watch it. Yeah, my parents do watch The Voice.
There you go.
But like, why?
Because she's your mom and she's not intermittent fasting and she's still eating breakfast. And she's doing all those things and you know it. So just let her have her egg McWaffle.
Yeah, they always said, all growing up, breakfast is the most important meal. And now everyone's like, well, intermittent fasting is healthy. And it's like, well, which one is it?
You know which one is it? It's called Stop Fucking Eating, you fat fuck. How many YouTube videos do there have to be about nutrition? It's stop eating as much, start running, stop thinking of cake. That's it. That's your YouTube video for the whole fitness industry.
Yeah. I went to my parents for burgers and they like had their burgers on bulk.
Dude, I just saw a
fuck?
commercial and it's this little smart car that's a self-driving car that only delivers you Domino's pizza.
Wait, say it again?
So Domino's has this little self-driving smart car that delivers you Domino's pizza.
It's self-driving.
The commercial had a self-driving car.
Oh, there's no way that's real. That's just a commercial.
Okay, well, maybe that, but do you want to know something that is a real thing?
Yeah.
That I've been trying to tell you for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And it's going to blow your mind when you
Alicia
hear about
Keys
it?
or something?
So Amazon, right?
Yeah.
It's called Amazon Key-In Delivery. Do you want to know what Key-In Delivery is, Jem?
It's like, what, do they get keys to your house and leave it on the fucking living room or something?
Well, you're not far off.
What?
They legit have access to open your garage, deliver your package, and close your garage.
I bet you ain't. I bet you ain't ever getting access to my goddamn garage. I bet not over my fucking dead body you are getting keys to my fucking house, you fucking creeps. Fuck that, dude.
Can you
Leave it
believe
outside
that's
the
a
garage.
thing?
I can believe it because people are retarded, but like, fucking hey, dude.
Like, you called me retarded for having like Grubhub and Uber.
Yeah, for having
Eats
an Alexa, even you're retarded.
But imagine
If Alexa had keys to your garage, dude.
Imagine giving someone who's getting, say, 10, 15 an hour access to the inside of your home.
Never.
Not in a million years.
Dude, if I was a serial killer, that'd be the first fucking job I would apply for, is to be the keying guy.
Dude,
you out of your mind?
Think about all the pedophiles who try to get jobs at like Disney World or fucking like the Boy Scouts or something.
Yeah,
like
child
you just
pageants.
said. Yeah, wouldn't serial killers be like, they probably saw that commercial and paused the TV and called their other serial killer friends and like, hey, Greg, yeah. Did you hear about this Key-In thing? Dude, I was just about to call you. Dude, this is a layup for them.
I know. I just don't see why it's necessary.
That I don't understand either.
Like, it's wrapped in a box, and then there's usually like protective plastic if it's something that can get wet. So it's like there's no. The only downside to leaving it outside is maybe someone steals it, but.
Yeah, you know what's also a downside? Leaving your home open for someone to steal your fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can steal my $10 Bluetooth speaker. For the love of God, don't steal my goddamn car.
Yeah. Fucking, you got fucking Elliot coming to your house to fucking, who's got on a crack binge. Oh, man. Fuck that.
Key-In delay. Dude, like you said, it makes no sense. It actually makes no sense at all because it kind of goes against what Amazon is in my mind, because Amazon has such good customer service. If your item's stolen, they're going to reship you one. You know it. I know it. Amazon knows it. They probably had guy steal it on purpose just to show you how good their customer service is. So, and like you just said, I've had items where it rained from like it was delivered 8, 9 a.m. and it rained all day on those items and everything was fine. Just the box was wet. No big deal. What is the point of opening the garage, moving the item 5 inches forward compared to what it would be, and then closing the garage. It's a silly concept. I understand someone thought of the concept, but there's commercials out there now because this is a real thing.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. I trust Amazon to do that. Like if Amazon had like a robot, I'd be like, you can come in right in the fucking front door. Amazon is a great company. I love Amazon. But I'm not trusting your fucking just random delivery FedEx UPS drivers. Fuck that, dude. Get you out of your mind. You think I'm giving them the keys to my garage?
I'm waiting for like the whole Amazon deliver and cooks you dinner program. Like it's just the guy who gives you the package, and then he's like, "So what are we having tonight? Huh? Cilantro?
Yeah,
Soup?
yeah. You walk in the
Look
door,
that
there's
up."
just a UPS guy sitting at your table, like, "Hey, I brought you your headphones." It's like, what the fuck, dude? How'd you get
FedEx
in?
guy's there too. Hey, I got you your smart TV.
Yeah, that's weird. That's not that surprising though, because they're always trying to get closer and closer to your heart.
That's what I think it is. I feel like they're
Oh,
like,
they're inching it. Soon there'll be a chip in our brain for Amazon, you know?
yeah. Soon they'll be in your bed. It's like, have Amazon deliver their cock to your wife's pussy in no time.
Oh yeah, once they get the robots going, it's fucking there we go. That'll be over. Everyone will have a robot, Amazon robot. And we'll all like ride on his piggyback.
Dude, man, Amazon, like, man, dude, I feel like no big business would ever be around if women had the same mindset as guys. Because
Wait, say that again?
I feel like no big business would be around in terms of like the buying and selling business. Because, dude, out of all the people I know in the world, like, I can get my girl and we can be hanging out with a group of friends. And if all the girls are in their area talking and all the guys are in our area and we're talking, I can hear the girls talking. And probably every 3 minutes, I'd hear, "Oh, yeah, I just got this on Amazon. Oh, yeah, I just got this on Amazon." It's like, dude, what the like, man, like they shop on Amazon all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, women buy most of the shit. Like consumers, isn't it? Like 70% women.
It feels like it's 900%.
Yeah, they're like the main consumers in this country at least. Makes
It's
sense because they love
crazy.
shopping, you know.
They
They
love
love just the
shopping.
fact of like, even if they don't need it or want it, they love just being like, oh, well, this might spice up my day when it's like, you're
My
that bored.
girl, she'll scroll through Banana Republic's website for fun. And she'll look
That's
and
nuts.
she'll look at sweater. Maybe I shouldn't say for fun. She like winds up buying something if she's bored. But she'll look at sweaters, and I'll catch her looking at a sweater. I'm like, babe, you have
18,000
yeah,
sweaters.
yeah, like and that style.
Yeah, yeah, you have that same sweater. You already have one.
And she'll do this cute thing where like she'll hold her phone to her chest, like a 13-year-old girl who just got her tits, so she holds her book to her chest and be like, "I know, but I'm just looking." Like she's like she feels the shame that I give her.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, that is weird. Like I don't like shopping. Like if I'm looking for a certain like I need like new headphones or something, I hate it because I'm the type where I get obsessive with it, where I have to get the fucking perfect one. I'm reading
Gem.
reviews.
I'm gonna Gem. I'm gonna punch you in the fucking teeth.
Why?
Why? What are you doing? Now it's a nuisance. Now I'm upset.
What?
Why is this episode number 19 on Twitch?
I know because I went to change the title and I forgot how, and
Right,
I didn't want to be distracted.
well, I'm a little
It
upset.
still
With you.
says Santos Bonacci though.
That's the only silver lining. Is
Yeah,
that
that's why I kind of gave up early on because I was like, oh, at least it says it.
Can you
Doesn't
change
matter
it to
about the number.
22?
It doesn't matter.
Please?
It literally doesn't matter.
It
It has
does
no
matter.
effect.
It does, but okay.
No,
it
I'll
does.
change it after the fact, but right now it doesn't matter.
No,
You're
it does have an
focusing on
effect.
something. It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does. It does.
It
And
could
it's sad that you
literally
don't-
say number.
First off, it shows that you're lazy, and
it doesn't
second
show that
off,
I'm lazy.
it shows that
It
you're
shows
lazy
that I don't know how to change the title of a live
How-
thing.
because you're lazy and didn't look into how to do it.
No, because I was already live by the time I figured it out that it was like that.
It takes 5 seconds. I
It
can
doesn't
talk for
take
5.
Whitey. It doesn't take 5 seconds.
How long does it take? How about you give me access to the Twitch and I'll do it?
No.
What do you mean no?
No, I know. If you want access to the Twitch, I'll give it to you. But
I really don't want access to the Twitch. I just want my co-host to know how to change the
no, I
fucking
know. But
title.
I'm not gonna halt the podcast to do such a stupid thing. That's gonna take five. Literally, it's gonna take a full.
All right, how
5 minutes
about this? Let's find an olive branch. Will you learn how to do it in the
Yeah,
future?
yeah, I will. I will.
All right.
But I'm not gonna do it on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show.
It's only been 3-4 episodes that you did it.
I'm not
And
like you.
And
I'm
know what
not
sucks?
like you. I'm not just
You know
gonna
what
sit there and
sucks?
be distracted, read
sad?
DMs.
Duel's probably listening to this, going, "Oh, here's Whitey again." It's like, yeah, here I am again,
doesn't
dealing with
listen to this.
fucking retards.
Duel
You don't
doesn't
think he
listen
listens
to this. No way. Why would he listen to this?
Yeah, he got a good point.
He didn't even listen to it when he was producing it, dude. He used to like mute us and fucking eat dinner and like watch TV.
Smoke bong
Yes.
water.
Oh my god, he's just a stoner, dude.
I love him, but he's a stoner.
He is the quintessential stoner, man. Just
He is.
getting
Just
nothing done.
The whole like, I don't got a problem. Like,
I could
you
quit
don't even know.
anytime.
Yeah.
It's not a drug. You can't be addicted. Like
I smoke weed and play video games just for fun. It's like, yeah, so like I bet it's probably a blast.
Yeah, that's why it's fun. If you stop smoking weed, you would not be playing World of Warcraft for fucking 8 hours a day. You wouldn't. You'd be like, this is dumb.
I think what hurts him the most is that in his server, everyone else in that server is a bunch of like stoner losers. So they give him all this positive feedback, but from the outside, it's like, no, it's negative feedback.
Yeah.
They're all agreeing with you. That's like a bunch of alcoholics getting together. Like, no, it's the outside world that has the problem. It's like, no, it's you.
Yeah. I agree with that. Although some of them didn't seem like stoners. Some of them just seemed retarded.
I think some of them actually have
like autism.
Yeah, autism.
But like the bad kind, not like the quirky, like, yeah, that's kind, but like the...
Oh, did you take the picture of the...
No, I haven't been to Target yet. I'm going to do it, though. I'm doing it so I can put it up as like a clip. And I thought it'd be funnier with the...
How do you know How do you know a baby has Down syndrome? I don't think you can know.
Because I know. The second you see the photo, you'll be like, okay, yeah, that's definitely retarded right there. I know what you're saying. Like, how can you tell? But I don't know how, but you can tell. It's just something.
I like how this is okay to you, but because I enjoy yachts, I'm Hitler.
No, it's not that you enjoy yachts. It's just you think that people are better people because they have a yacht.
No,
it's such a weird marker.
This is all right. Here's what I'm saying. Gem, I love you. You're my friend. We have this podcast together. If you told me on the next episode, hey, Whitey, I just bought a yacht, I'd be like, wow, Gem's a better person now.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I guess I just look at shit different. Also, once again, I don't like yachts. So that might be...
I think that's it. I think that's the reason.
It might be a bad analogy.
I think, yeah. Well, dude, yachts are cool. Look at I'm gonna look up pictures.
Like, if you told me, like, I don't really care about cars, but if you told me, like, yo, dude, I just bought a Lamborghini, like, I wouldn't think any better of you. I just be like,
who gives a fuck about a Lamborghini? Look at this yacht.
A lot of people.
It looks like a boat on top of a boat. This is awesome. Now, this yacht kind of looks stupid. Actually, some of these yachts look really stupid.
Like, no, yeah, if there was something you got that was cool, like a yacht that I think is cooler, I'd be happy for you, but I wouldn't be thinking.
What happens if I got a yacht that was the color scheme of our podcast, neon yellow and green?
I mean, that'd be fucking awesome, yeah. That'd be pretty fucking great, dude. Just have the nothings on it. I'd be like, nice, dude, advertising.
It'd be great advertising. To who, though? Like, there's no way our core demographic are people who are in the yacht community.
Yeah, no, that's not our demo for sure.
Our demo are Down syndrome babies.
Yeah, like fishermen.
Although
the fishermen would see you.
I hate fishermen. I hate farmers too.
I like farmers. I don't like fishermen.
I just hate the whole I work with my hands. I love that concept. I hate it.
Nah, farming's awesome, dude.
It's such an annoying, like, I work with my hands. I got cracks on my fingers. It's like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, if they brag about it, that's gay. But like, I did me and my dad did like a vegetable garden a few years back when I was still living there. And it was awesome, dude. Just seeing it grow and like.
Who wants to see a carrot?
Dude, when you grow your own food and then fucking you eat it, that shit's the best.
I guess.
Your mind. Hey, we have another listener. Yo, send us a voicemail, motherfucker.
What's with you? Like, dude, you're too desperate. You gotta be
Not because I
cool
want a
with
voice. You're too desperate. I'm too clingy. Yeah.
it. Do you? By the way, can you actually hear me like through the stereo
Stop saying
application?
that. No. I have it so I purposely made it so I can't hear
No,
you.
dummy. I'm like double checking like to make sure it's been picking up my audio this whole time. Like, do you see my little mouth moving?
Oh, we got a voice thingy.
Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, but we can't talk during it, remember?
All right, don't worry.
And you got to make sure it goes through your mic.
All right, shut up.
Any day now.
Yo, what's happening?
That's not. You gotta be kidding
I
me.
want to hit him. I want to hit him with a fucking lead pipe.
Oh my god, that's the.
Well,
first
I guess
voice,
technically he did send a voice.
that's the first voice message we get. We get it from like, yo, what's happening? I'm upset.
Yeah. Hey, it was better than no voice message.
Thank you, SATY, for saying, yo, what's happening. I think he's our first Indian listener, by the way.
He sent another one. He sounds British.
Sounds better. You want me to play the second one?
Yeah, you'll be the player. How about that? So we don't get all confused.
As you die.
Without farm, no, that's not true. Without this is what I don't like. Without farmers, you die. That's not true.
That is true. That's absolutely true. Are you retarded?
How's that true? How's that true?
Because where do you think you're getting your fucking food, you idiot?
You can fucking hunt for it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You don't know how to hunt, Whitey. You would
never
die.
said I
if tomorrow all the farmers died in the world, we would all die.
You're telling me I can't go on YouTube right now and look up how to hunt?
Yeah, but could you do it? Could you learn fast enough to be able to eat within like 3 days?
I have a girlfriend. I can knock her out and eat her.
Yeah, but then what? Then what? What's next?
Well,
you don't have weapons, do you?
It will give me. First off, I can use her bone for weapons, and I will give me.
No, people have
what do you
guns,
mean? I have kitchen knives. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, kitchen knives gonna come real handy in post-apocalyptic America where people have fucking AK-47s and shit.
Dude, I can.
Your
while,
lunch, dude. You
while
would get
I'm
fucking
eating
raped in the
her, I
corner.
can learn on YouTube how to fucking. All right, he sent another voice message.
Yeah,
It's
let's
getting
hear this.
outraged. All right, you ready?
We couldn't hear the beginning of that though, so you gotta play it into the mic.
All right, well, you gotta stop talking.
You're being too pedantic. I was talking about a society. The society would end up dying.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Well, no,
It's kind of
that's not
ironic coming from the anarchist, though.
Who's the anarchist? He's the anarchist.
That's his name.
No, his name is SATY.
I said. Oh, I thought it said the anarchist.
That's weird that you thought that.
No, I didn't think anything. I saw the anarchist.
All right, there's no.
So that's his like username or something.
There's no need to yell, but real quick, society wouldn't die; it would adapt. I mean, like
it wouldn't adapt.
It would adapt.
That's like when people say like, "Oh, if the satellites went out, it's we would die. It's over." If the electrical grid went down, we're fucking done.
You're out of your mind.
Especially if you're in a city.
There's
you know how fast you're getting fucking mauled by other human beings.
8 billion people. Not all of them. How long do you think it would take for everyone to die? Answer that one.
Well, no, I'm just talking about America.
Why he said society? Like, does he?
Yeah,
mean
we're talking about our society.
No, I'm talking about the.
Who
human
cares what's
race.
happening over in fucking Europe?
I'm talking about humans. This is about humans. Okay. First off, if the grid went down, you could just farm. Okay. So.
Yeah, but you don't know how to farm.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the farmers.
Also, where are you going to buy the seeds?
From the farmers.
You couldn't even buy toilet paper during a pandemic. You think you're going to be able to buy fucking vegetable seeds if all the farmers died?
I had toilet paper. Everyone else was losing their shit.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have seeds. Unless you prepped, you'd be fucked.
That's not true.
It's a wrap.
No.
You forget how...
by the way, real quick,
this is such a...
No, hold on.
No, it's such a first world
It's a fictional...
thing.
Jem, don't act like you don't live in the Northeast.
No, I do, but it's such a first world thing to be like,
the world's
we're
never
human
gonna go
beings.
downhill.
You're like, oh, we're human beings. We're gonna polite society.
Yeah,
we're gonna all
get
learn
the
how to
sentence out there,
farm.
buddy?
We're all gonna learn how to farm together and hold hands. It's like, dude,
I never said that.
If everyone doesn't eat for
farmers.
3 days, you know how quickly we turn back into fucking animals that we really are. We'd be fucking
First off, if no one drinks
each other.
water for 3 days, they're in trouble. Not eating for 3 days is not the biggest deal in the world for a bunch of fat.
Dude,
fucks.
if I don't eat for if I skip lunch, you should see me at 5 p.m. I'm fucking ready to fight my family.
See yourself skip breakfast.
Oh, dude, I've almost fist fought my family because I'm fucking hungry. And that's like only like missing a meal.
He sent another one. Do you want me to play it?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me see. if I can play that, because I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to play these voice messages so everyone can hear on like the actual podcast that's on Twitch. All right, let me see if we can hear this. All right.
Any day.
Should I play that again? Because I didn't
hear it.
All right, hold on. Everyone shut.
I didn't hear nothing.
What?
Ironic in what sense?
What's ironic? See, man, now I'm starting to hate his messages. What's ironic?
I could, well, because I thought his name was like the anarchist. That's the only because he was saying like.
Yeah, we're all having trouble hearing because we are still getting used to playing voice messages from stereo to the regular Twitch broadcast of the podcast, which will be the actual fucking audio for the podcast.
Yeah, if your name was that, I was just saying ironic in the sense of like you're talking about society falling apart, and your name's anarchist. It was like
with all
maybe
that being said,
ironic.
I know we were having fun for 10 minutes about a fictional like society collapsing, but society's never going to collapse. So the only thing that's going
the
to
dumbest
really
thing you've ever said.
It's true.
Yeah, we're just going to live forever on castles in the sky and
no.
a
What I
race
mean
of
is,
infinite immortality.
What I mean is the way the human race would collapse is by Mother Nature, like a fucking meteor, exactly. The sun explode,
which is going to happen.
Yeah, but not for a long fucking time.
Yeah,
and
you said it's never going to happen.
That's only if that shit's even real. You know what I mean?
If what's real?
Well, I don't know. The sun.
Hey, we're gonna find out in a little bit here if Santos is you know what I'm saying?
If Santos' sundial works.
Yeah.
When's he coming in?
By the way, once time yet. Yeah, it's only 7:30. Oh wait, we start at 6:30. Oh yeah, where is he?
Hold on, I'll message him. But guys, on stereo, once our guest joins, we will be off stereo.
Oh, I don't think I gave him the role yet. Give me 1 second.
Wow, man.
Wait, what did you say about stereo?
Once Santos joins, we're off stereo.
No, we're not. Why?
Because they won't be able to hear him. I actually we agreed on this last week. You just have bad memory because you're an alcoholic.
No, we didn't agree on this.
We did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Nope.
You're an alcoholic.
Never once, never ever.
You drink too much.
Alcohol doesn't even have the same effect.
It does.
As weed?
I never said that.
Well, no, but that was your line of thinking towards Duel. You
No.
said he forgets everything because he's a stoner. And now you're using the same joke on me, but it doesn't work the same because it's alcohol.
No, you forget everything because you're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
And you drink.
Yeah, but I don't drink on the podcast anymore, so when we talked about it, I was sober.
You could have been drinking right after the podcast.
I was eating soup.
Stop eating soup on the podcast.
No, but I was. Remember, I was eating soup. I wasn't drinking.
All right. Well, I let Santos know he can join whenever he's ready. So
he was ready. I already did roll him up too. So
you did, because once you see him on the guest, he has the guest role. So
okay, he's in here.
Because you told me last week that you already gave him the role, but you forgot that because you're an alcoholic and an idiot.
I didn't forget that.
You did, because you just tried to give him the role.
No, I didn't.
You did. You tried to give.
Dude, so I went up.
I hate you. I hate you today. I fucking hate you. I was in such a good mood to start this podcast, and you've just ripped everything from me today.
Dude, I signed up for Ancestry.com.
There's a guy who sent us a message. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you can play it.
Yeah, I might just start reading them until I understand how to use this voice message, because the echo is going to be so bad for the podcast.
Yeah, it's all right. It's whatever.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, we just joined. My sister has a question for you.
Do you really have green hair? Is that natural, or do you dye it?
I guess that's your answer. That's for you, Gem. Do you really have green hair, or is it part of your diet? Or I don't know how that one works.
Yeah, it's yes. I eat a lot of broccoli. You know.
That's the lamest joke ever.
I know. I don't know what to say to that. Santos, what the fuck are you doing, Santos? I'm gonna kick him in the fucking teeth.
He's never gonna, dude. This is actually a great step that he's able to get into the Discord server for the podcast.
Yeah, it's baby steps with him. The next week he'll be in the waiting room and never come in, and then finally he'll make it to the live, but his mic won't work, and it's gonna be 18 weeks of getting Santos on.
We'll get him in by March 2022.
Oh man, it's unreal.
No, I'm happy though, because this at least lets us be on stereo for a little while longer.
Yeah, because I really like stereo, and it's pretty wholesome that a brother and sister are just sitting watching us be idiots.
That's great. They didn't ask anything about my yellow hair.
Oh, so I
guess
went on to Ancestry.com.
Why?
Because I wanted to. I didn't want to do a DNA test where they like take your blood and send it off to billionaires. So I was like, all right, I'll do the ancestry thing. It's pretty fucking cool, dude. I gotta say.
What does Ancestry do? How's that different?
So basically you have to like trace your family tree starting from your parents, then you gotta go to your grandparents, and you have to.
I'm not doing homework.
No, that's the thing is I was kind of drunk, and it was a lot.
Yeah, because you're an alcoholic.
No, I know. I'm not arguing. And but it was a lot, dude. I all of a sudden I'm going through fucking census files and like I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm too drunk to like. But I figured out that my
please be a slave owner. Please
my
be
dad's
a slave owner.
no,
Please
it's
be
the
a
opposite.
slave owner.
It's the opposite. My dad's
Really?
side of the family, because I'm Italian on that side, comes from directly from Sicily, and the family that was based in Sicily came from. It's an Arab based, so I'm Arabian. So
What?
yeah, this is pretty
Wait.
crazy. Like
So-
my ancestry on my dad's side goes to Sicily, and then because obviously you know Sicily, that's like the African part of Italy.
Yeah, that's where
really-
everyone's got tan skin and dark hair.
Yeah, and that was because they came
It's-
from like Egypt
And it's like,
shit.
how did this all happen? This is just a random part of evolution. It's like, no, it's because a bunch of people from the south of Africa came up and fucked all the women. Like, that's what happened. They saw all these freaking Harlem Globetrotters come in with their 7-inch wangs, and they're like, yeah, I will have that, please. Thank you.
7-inch wings. That's nothing.
Oh, I thought I said 7 foot. Yeah, you're right. That is nothing. Dude, everyone from the Harlem Globetrotters just got upset.
You look like you're from the Harlem Globetrotters. You're a little guy.
I love my little Jew
But,
fro.
so a funny thing too is I found
That's also natural, by the way, just like Gem's green hair. It's part of the diet.
you just stepping on my fight. You
Haven't had
stampeded
one
me.
good joke the whole
I know
episode.
it was not a joke. I'm just trying to get this. So my I was on Ancestry and my mom. I find a random yearbook picture from my mom from when she was in like high school.
Can you leave your mom alone
No,
for one episode of this podcast?
Yeah. So
we should rename this podcast Gem hating on his mom for 2 hours.
no, so she goes she types in okay, here's what she does. She goes, if I need a cause for celebration, I'm reading my mom's high school thing. If I needed a cause for celebration or a comfort I can use to ease my mind, I rely on my imagination and dream of an imaginary time. You won't believe what happened. And then she lists all her friends and says where she lives and then gang after that. And she goes, remember squirt guns, the baseball games, something, smiling in the sun, trip to New Hampshire and having a good time. Drama club, plans to be the first woman president after making my first $1 million.
So
I sent that to her last night at like 11 p.m. and I was like, you dork.
how long after you coming out of her uterus did those dreams die?
Immediately, dude. I thought it was so funny though. I was like, wow, yes, you really fucking you're really batting, swinging high on that one. Now she's just a
what
fat
happened
mom.
to I bet Santos emailed me. I'm in trouble. Yeah, he did. Hey guys, I tried entering the site and it says invite invalid. It's unreal.
No, he's in here.
Hey, you were in here before. Come back and click.
Yeah, like he's still in the server. Tell him you're in the server. He just has to click on the voice channels.
It's baby steps, right? So, dude, all right. See if you can help me with this, because 2 idiots are better than 1 sometimes. So
Mom's a dork, dude.
the way I've been trying to play these
a
voice messages for
file.
stereo are, I'll unplug my headphones, I'll put the volume all the way up, and I'll click play, and then I'll like quickly put the volume all the way back down. But there has to be a better way to do it.
Yeah, the better way
right?
is to not have your headphones through the phone.
Well, what do you mean?
I thought you switched back to Discord.
I am. I have my headphones.
Oh,
connected.
so you have another one.
No, the reason I have the other headphones is the same reason you.
I know. Yeah, I understand.
So now, how am I gonna? That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this.
You don't.
Well, then how? What? We don't do voice messages now? That's
No, you do.
Thought,
Here's
so
what you
do.
do. Do you have actual headphones?
Well, what does that mean?
Like actual headphones.
What does that mean?
Like actual head that.
What does that mean?
Like not mobile headphones. Like actual
like
ones
wired
that sit on your
headphones?
head.
Well, those are the ones I'm currently using for the Discord.
Okay, so what you do is you
Uh-huh.
plug those into the phone.
Okay.
And then you get another pair of those same types of headphones.
Okay.
And then when you go to play it in, you just bring the headphones and put the speaker up to the mic.
What?
You put the headphones onto the mic. The second pair that are on your phone.
I get what you're saying, and then
That way you don't have
play.
to unplug them. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I can't hear the voice message because the microphone's gonna be able to pick it up, but I can't hear it.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, I could hear.
No, because
it.
you have your other headphones already on through Discord.
Yeah, but I can't hear myself. I only hear you through Discord, through my headphones that are connected to Discord.
Yeah.
So if I play that message, oh, you're saying if I play that message, it will come through you on Discord.
No. Where did you get that in anything I said? Well, I couldn't even believe what direction you were taking with it, and then you hit me with that. I'm stunned. I'm flabbergasted. I'm shocked. No, not at all, Whitey. I'm saying put the headphones that are connected to your phone onto the mic to play the message instead of taking them out and using the speaker. Instead of using the speaker from your phone, use the speaker from the headphones.
I'm so confused. All right, hold on. All right. I don't have two pairs of those type of headphones.
I know. We'll get a second pair then. That's what I'm saying.
There has to be a simpler way.
Nope.
Well, do you have two pairs?
Nope.
I'm trying.
But I will soon because I have to buy new headphones anyway because these ones are so old, but they still work. So
there's got to be a
maybe
simpler
I can be the
way,
guy to do it when I get those.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. So someone sends us a voice message on stereo. It's so stupid that we can't just mute it and unmute it. It's fucking irate. And the fact that you can't turn the volume all the way down, like it has to.
Yeah,
be
those are
on.
probably the two most annoying things so far about the app.
But do you think now? Right now I unplugged the headphones and I have the volume all the way down except that one little notch because it won't let me. Can you pick up the stereo application through my microphone?
I can't hear it.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe I can just do that. When someone ever sends us a voice message, I'll click the volume all the way up, play it real quick. But then we also have to be quiet or we have to mute each other. It's a fucking drag, man.
No, we just don't talk when it's playing, which we shouldn't anyway. Because even if we are just on stereo, like why if we talk over it, then you can't hear the clip anyway. You know?
Really?
Like, you don't want to talk over the clip.
Yeah, but if someone sends like you can send long voice messages. You don't want to say in the middle of it sometimes like, really, like, just have like an instant emotional reaction.
I'm not playing a 2-minute clip first off, so that wouldn't even get played. So no. Okay, Santos Bonacci is back in here. All he's got to do is click on voice channels. Now that he's in.
All right. Click waiting. I swear to God if he leaves. By the way, thank you to SATY and Matthew Havertz for sending us voice message today on stereo. I can't believe we got any today, and we got multiple ones from two people. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really, really cool. So thank you so much. We will figure out a better way to streamline all this in the future. This was our first time doing stereo. I can't wait till we're live on all three, man.
Me neither.
Twitch, YouTube, and stereo. We're fucking crushing it, man. We're crushing it.
That's what's cool about this app is that there's no other app you could just get on with no following and have people be able to just find you through like the explore. You know what I mean? Like most apps have like an algorithm and like rankings and shit, which this does to a point. But like the fact that two random people just came by just from finding us out of nowhere with no following on the app, that's cool to me. That's cool.
Well, I think BitChute would be one, but also the people there just mutter the N word under their mouth all the time. So besides
BitChute.
besides BitChute, this is the other one.
BitChute.
Fucking bit. I kind of still want to make one, but I also feel like every person that's on that site sucks.
Santos is right there. I can see
He's
him.
right there.
We're so close, dude. We're so.
We can see you. Just come in. Click waiting.
Did
We
he
want
email
to
you
be a
again?
guest. I'm sure he will. I'll email him back and be like, "We see you. we see you."
Yeah,
We
you say
see you.
you're live. It says you're online on our server right now. All you gotta do is come into the voice channels on the left hand side. There's one called waiting and one called. He's got to be on his. He's usually on his computer. It looks like when he does these.
You sure? You're sure he's not using one of Moses's tabs?
Moses' tablet.
His tablets.
So yeah, after this, I'm gonna fucking go find out who my great freaking grandfathers are.
An Arabian prince.
Dude, it's so weird. Just seeing like your great like, cause it's pictures and shit, you know.
It's off, dude. They all created a story for you, man. That's not real.
No,
it's not real.
It's not true.
It's not real. Well, how do you know?
Because I knew the names of my grandparents' parents.
Yeah, and you know who also knew them? The people who created the story.
What story?
This whole ancestry tree thing. This could all be
This
fake.
whole dude, it's based on census records and fucking marriage.
How do you know
death
if that's real?
certificates.
Do you work for the
I read
census? Well, you read something that someone wrote down.
No, Whitey, you fucking idiot.
What?
You have to do your parents and grandparents first. I know when my parents got married, dude.
How do you know?
Because they're my fucking parents.
You could have been adopted. You don't know that shit.
That's not true, you idiot.
I didn't say it was. I'm saying it could be.
You're like, how would it be fake? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, I don't know. Maybe your parents just wanted a kid and they adopted you and pretended that you were blood.
No.
No.
Actually, no, that's not the case.
No. I'm so happy because a couple of weeks ago you wanted me to get all wild and riled up in these episodes, and I've been doing the exact thing to you.
Well, I've been doing it to you too, but
But
when I do it, oh my god, dude, I almost made you have a fucking panic attack on fucking the last stereo one.
That was the stereo one.
So what? What's the difference?
Which was I had deserved to be furious, by the way, on that one.
Nah, you still were a little bit gay though.
On the stereo one,
you took your headphones off.
Because it wasn't.
You cold shouldered me like a
it
fucking
was a
chick.
It was
you
a
really
conference.
do Karen out. You fucking turned right into a fucking white fucking mom.
It was a conference call. I had every right to Karen out.
Nah, you didn't.
It was a conference call.
Don't defend it.
It was a conference.
No, see,
call.
but I get you going with good stuff. You just get me going by pretending to that something's not real, even though you know for a fact it's real.
I don't see a waiting button. It's on. Do you mean pending? What is it? Oh my god! On the side.
On the left hand, all the way to the left on the app.
Side. There's
voice channels.
Side. There's.
I wish there was a way I could just
word called
pull them in.
Waiting.
Or live. You can jump right in live. I don't give a fuck.
Click that. I think with the rule, they can't come in on the live one. So the last thing I want to do is be wrong on that. And he's over here clicking live. Like, I'm trying to click live and it's not working. Like, I'm not. No. Click waiting.
See, because the only thing I can think is, I know he's probably not on his phone because he's fucking 50, but like, on the mobile app, it is hard to find the voice channel sometimes because you know how it only shows like one thing at a time. But on a PC, you can see it. It's right on the left.
Gem, he's had a month and a half to figure this out. I'm not caring anymore. Like,
I know. I knew he wouldn't make it. I knew he wouldn't make it.
He left.
He'll never make it.
It's never happened. Santos Bonacci, here he is again. Oh my god. Just fucking click waiting. I don't understand how hard it is.
Oh my god.
And I'm the worst with computers.
Do you have like
bro.
a niece or something near him? Like, say, do you have anyone young near you who can like just really quickly be like, oh, that thing to the left, click it.
Go to a middle school and ask everyone there, how do I click waiting, please?
I wish there was a way I could just drag him in from like nothing, you know?
That'd be great if you could just drag him in from the guest role and then he's here.
Yeah.
God, this is, dude, throughout the week, figuring out how to play these voice messages on stereo is going to be my goal.
Oh, I know what we can do.
What?
I'm gonna add him. Tell him to add me.
It's not going to work. Gem, are you out of your fucking mind if you think this is going to work?
No, because if
he has to
if
do
I
something.
if I call him, it'll show up and he can just click call and we'll go into a room. The only hard part is how do I get you into that room? No, you know what I'm saying? Use your head. Think. If I call him and he answers and it's just me and him, how do I get you in there? Is there a way for me to get you in the call?
Use my head, he says. I don't think you can do a 3-way call because it's based unless
I've
you
been
can,
in calls with more than one person.
Can you start a group DM? If you start a group DM, then yes, the people from that group DM can join the call.
I've been in a call with multiple people without being in a group DM. Also,
I don't know. Then I don't know how Discord works, Jim. You know I don't know how Discord works.
Yes, you do. You fucking yes, you do.
I don't.
See, once again, you're pretending. Yes, you do. All right.
This is what I have. Or hold on, he sent a screenshot. Everyone,
nice,
comment.
Perfect.
Oh, dude, he can't see anything. It's almost as if he doesn't have the role. Oh my god, because he's on the DMs. Oh God.
Yeah, then tell him. Say. So tell him to click the little icon, then it'll be nice. Okay, at least we're gonna get him in here, though. Jesus, he's on the DM. Such a simple, like, geezer, fucking.
Dude, are you kidding me? This is what I have, and there is no waiting. Oh my god! And dude, there's 2 red notifications on it because I've been adding him. Like,
oh shit, that's funny. That is actually funny. To his credit, there's so many times on Discord where I'll have a DM from someone and think it's like a server because it's the same exact size.
To his credit, after the first 10-15 minutes of this episode, it kind of sucked, so that made it funny.
Yeah, that made it good. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh wait, he's here. Drag him in. Get him in here.
Yo.
Santos, can you fucking hear us?
Hello.
Finally.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey guys.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, give me 1 second here. Yeah, we had a little trouble getting you in here. Give me 1 sec. Wait, why did you go radio silent? Oh, he's muted himself.
I did the outro for stereo.
Oh yeah, because you had to end that. Or okay.
All right, Santos, did your sundial break? What happened the past month and a half?
Happened?
Huh?
What happened to me?
Yes. Wait, dude, you hit me up on Wednesday a few weeks ago going, are we still on for tonight? And I'm over here like, when the fuck did we ever agree to Wednesday?
Yeah, it was someone else actually. That was another podcast. They were both ending at the same time and had so much trouble with being very busy. I just got scattered.
Are you are you British? Are you Australian?
Australian.
Ah, okay. There's the accent there. Okay.
And do you live in Australia?
Does he live in Australia?
No, Mexico.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, yeah, dude. Right. So I freaking I started listening to your YouTube videos like almost like a decade ago now. And yeah, man, like your Mr. Astrotheology channel when you would give like those long like lectures. And yeah, you really like fucking got me into like astrotheology a lot. So that was really cool. And like my birthday's on the summer solstice, so like I always was kind of into that stuff just because I was like, oh, I have a cool birthday, like it's on a cool day. And I just wanted to have you on the podcast to talk about this shit a little bit because I feel like of all like when people talk about like conspiracies or the like their worldview, I feel like astrotheology is one that's like no one really knows about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you say?
This is just audio, right?
What's up?
Just audio?
Yeah, it's just audio only. Is that okay?
Right. Yeah. Do I get a copy for my channel at the end?
Yeah, for sure. We can send you that.
Right.
If I'm still new to like getting the visuals like for people on camera, so I have to learn how to do that. So that's my bad if you want to be on camera, but yeah. So maybe you could just like tell us like what like to someone who doesn't know anything about it, like what it is and like the zodiac and how it kind of affects us and stuff like that. That'd be cool.
We started, have we?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Santos, can you hear us? Okay,
Yeah.
we are live. We are live. So we started. Yes.
Okay. So
Go ahead. Talk. You're good. You're good.
okay, so astrotheology is the underlying science behind all scriptures. Astro meaning stars, theology, of course we know what that means, but everything pertains to the stars and how they rotate electromagnetically over the Earth. So the stars are the gods, the sun is the chief god of the heavens, and these are personified or anthropomorphized in the scriptures. People take them to be literal, but they're not. It's all dealing with astrology, the stars and their course along the ecliptic. So what I do on my channel is I explain how astrotheology affects everything we do. During the course of the year, all of our festivities harmonize with certain points along the ecliptic, like the solstices and the equinoxes, the cross-quarter days, and other special days. And so these festivals have been given names, and those names pertain to the astrological signs. So for instance, in Easter we have Passover. That's because the sun has passed over into the summer months, and the days are longer and the nights are shorter. It's the Passover. It's simple as that, and the Jews celebrate that. And we call it Easter, that the sun has resurrected or risen. Well, of course it has, because it's risen from the winter, and now it is giving longer days where we can grow our food. So Easter is just one example. Christmas is the same. Yom Kippur, Ramadan. These are all along the ecliptic, and it's all astrotheology. So can't be denied. Only the ignorant ones who have been educated and dumbed down deny this because they just can't see for looking.
Yeah, even like I would say even like Christmas, you know, it's such a seasonal holiday, right? Like you literally put a pine tree in your house. And like people are always surprised when it's like, oh yeah, there were like festivals before Christianity even existed around the same time, like celebrating trees and winter and, you know, Saturn. Yeah, what's the deal with that with Christmas? Could you explain kind of the whole thing with like Christianity being kind of a sun religion and stuff like that?
Well, of course, because they all are. Allah is the sun, Krishna is the sun, Osiris is the sun, Ra is the sun, Kukulkan, Quetzalcoatl, Tonatiuh. Here on my shirt I have a Aztec calendar, and in the middle is the sun Tonatiuh. So it's all the sun. And when you see a man crucified on a cross, that's just the sun being crucified as it crosses over a sign, or tropical point. So the main tropical point is Christmas, the 21st of December, which is the solstice. That's the main one, because that's when the sun is at its lowest point. Therefore, you have a tree as a symbol. All antiquity did this. It was a symbol of regrowth and rebirth, showing that the sun would grow again from a twig. It would grow with photosynthesis, all the vegetation, even though it's in the middle of winter. And so it's just going back thousands and thousands of years. It wasn't introduced, it wasn't invented, it just is. People were conscious of the yearly cycle of the sun, and therefore they paid homage to it, respecting it as to where it was on the ecliptic. They had the right festivities, the right moment of the year. Never did they just have a festivity or a holiday for any reason, for any invention of the human mind. All comes from above. So astrotheology rules the whole system. It's in every scripture.
Yeah, it makes sense too, because a lot of those cultures talked about like heaven and the heavens, and it's like, well, at nighttime, look up. Like it makes sense that that's what they would actually be talking about, because that's what they were seeing, especially before light pollution and all that. What's the deal with like the gods being the planets? Because you know how like in Roman culture they were actually had the same name even, and then they came from the Greek gods, right? And isn't it in astrology that those are the actual planets they're talking about? Like when they talk about like Mars, the god, they were actually talking about the red planet Mars. Is that right?
Absolutely, because they are gods. They are luminous beings. In some traditions, they're called archangels, but they are powerful luminous beings, and they are entities. They're not unconscious. Nothing is unconscious outside of humanity. Trees, animals, bugs, every atom is conscious. Every single atom is a conscious being. So when you look at the sun, you're looking at an atom. It's a different fractal. But it resembles exactly the same as your atoms. What you're looking at when you look at the sun is not a sphere, you're looking at a wormhole. It's a holy wormhole. The stars are holes in the firmament. The planets are holes. They're just portals. And they bring you to other dimensions. That's why they are gods. And if you have the frequency according to their nature, you can actually go and live there in your spiritual body. So yes, Mars is the god of war, Jupiter is the god of abundance, Saturn is the god of rules and law, etc., etc. They all have the different frequency, and that's all put together makes the theatre of Earth that we have, where every combination of experiences can possibly occur.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I had some I had to write stuff down just to think.
If Mars and Jupiter got into a fight, who would win?
That's a great question.
I don't think that is something that is known.
I would put my money on Mars, because if it's the planet of war, the god of war. I mean, like you kind of have to put like they would have to be odds-on favorite, right? Like the over/under, like they'd probably be favored by like 7
Jupiter's
points,
a
right?
big boy, man.
Yeah, but like it's a big boy with small defensive. Mars as the god of war, like they're at least a 7-point favorite, right, Santos?
Look, it's just something that I don't think the human mind can actually grasp. Mars is the god of war, sure, but Jupiter is the king of kings and god of gods. Jupiter stands on Mount Olympus, and his counterpart Jesus, Jupiter Zeus, Jesus, stands on the Mount of Olives.
Jesus.
So Olympus and Olives, it's the same mountain. So no one can conquer this king. For some reason he is inconquerable. So it could go the other way. You know, it's just too hypothetical.
If Mars snuck up behind Jupiter, right, with a rock knife or like a meteor, like, do you think he could take him out? Like, if he snuck up on him, you know, like Jupiter didn't see it coming. He was sitting down eating dinner with Venus and like a couple moons and everything. Yeah, like, do you think Mars could like if he got through the window and got behind him, he could take him out?
I'm sure there'd be a war on, but who'd win? No idea.
What's so aren't there actual Bible verses like saying it's like not allowed to worship the stars?
No, it says woe unto those who worship the stars.
Oh.
It doesn't say anywhere that we shouldn't be paying attention to the stars. In fact, the Bible encourages it. In Job 38:32, God is telling Job, he's asking him whether he knows the Mazzaroth. Do you know the zodiac? If not, you're a stupid idiot. Basically, that's what God's saying. In such the same way as God condemns the judges of Israel, the high priests of Israel, the lawyers of Israel, even Israel, his people, he wanted to murder them because they were unworthy. At one stage, he said, Moses, stand aside, I'm going to exterminate every one of them. So just as Jesus said, woe unto you lawyers, he was not condemning law. He said, I came to fulfill the law. But he was condemning lawyers. Same way as the Bible condemns judges, priests, astrologers, diviners, and everyone else. They're all condemned. Everyone is condemned. Why? Well, because they're not doing their craft properly. I mean, if you go to a restaurant and you get bad food, because the cook is a shit cook, you're not gonna condemn food. You're still gonna be eating food.
True.
It's just that you're not going to go back to that restaurant. So when God supposedly is cursing those who bow down to the stars and pay attention to the moon cycles and everything like that, he's doing that because they were doing it in vain. They were doing it incorrectly. So in one sense, he was saying, you know, you're all cursed. Woe to you, because all these things you're doing, they're not going to help you. You're going to be helped if you do it properly.
Where do you think it all came from, the stars and the gods and all of this stuff? Where do you think the beginning of all this was?
It comes from counter space. Everything spatial comes from counter space. Just like the image on your computer, that image comes from counter space. It's called a file. That file does not contain that image. All it contains is zeros and ones. But when those zeros and ones come together, they actually form a photo on your screen, which doesn't actually exist at all whatsoever inside of your hard drive. Even though you have 1,000,001 photos on your hard drive, you can't break it with a hammer and pull out all those photos and make posters out of them because they simply do not exist. The same is with the physical world. comes from zeros and ones, from counter space.
Gotcha. So
And
it's
that's
basically
what
the whole universe is a bunch of images that we're able to see, but it's all based off a bunch of zero and ones of the universe in a way, like kind of like what you just said. Where do you think all the zeros and ones came from?
That's just
deep.
how energy works.
I'm curious.
That's deep.
I always love this shit, honestly.
That's zeros and ones. They're just energy. That's how energy works, and the potential of all energy is in counter space, not in space. That's different. That's called.
Wait. Can you say that again? The energy is what again?
All the potential for energy is in counter space.
And what is energy?
Energy is the lifeblood of the universe. It's potential, and when that potential is released, it produces force.
Okay, now do you have a theory or a thought though of where like all that came from, like behind the zeros and ones, the energy, and like do you have like basically is there a thought process with all this on where the beginning is, like where it all started or how it all started, like or do you think it was just there to begin with?
It's always been there. We don't understand eternity and infinity. We only understand temporal and finite because of the reduction of our mind. When you come into time space, you lose your understanding, your connection with the infinite and the almighty.
Yeah, and back to the Christianity thing too. It's like I remember there was something you said when I first found you where you were saying how how much of Christianity is based on the sun, and like I remember I was looking through images and it's like every photo of Jesus he's got like the bright halo sun behind his head.
He's also fat.
And Jesus wasn't fat. And then if you look
in all the photo, like 40% to 82% of the photos of Jesus, he's always chubby.
Fair enough. And then
the baby photos, not the.
Oh no, I was talking about when he's an adult.
Oh, when he's adult, he's very, very.
Yeah, he always has like a halo. Yeah, really. Yeah, he's skinny.
He's got to stop like giving people fish. He's got to start eating some of that salmon.
And then you look at the Pope when he's holding that staff, and it's like this big golden staff, and at the top of it is what you could only describe as a sun. And then they worship on Sunday, like literally the day is named after the sun. And then isn't it the same with Judaism too? Don't they worship on Saturday for Saturn? Is that correct?
Try.
What's up? Did you hear me?
Correct, yes.
Oh, you cut out for a second. Just repeat that.
I'm just agreeing with you. Correct,
oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Jews.
Because and even our months are based on like moon cycles, right? And like a lot of this system, which is interesting to me, is because people could say it's just a belief, but it's like a lot of our world is still based on it, like our calendar and the seasons and just the way we like track stuff. It's in the language, a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just super interesting.
Astrotheology is in all of our languages. We all still carry it in our names. Every single one of us is a star. We come here, we're born as a youngster, we become a mister, some become a master, monsters, mobsters, gangsters, fraudsters.
Yeah, this is like some hot ass beats right here. This dude's crushing it right now. Yo.
Yeah, those nice rhymes.
Sister,
I like that.
Sister, spinster, minister, pastor, fraudster, imposter, disaster, superstar, movie star, rock star. We all come from ancestors. So it's already in our language that everything is astrotheological. It's perfectly there. It's every word is
Yo, that mixtape's
expressing.
more on fire than the sun.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. You speak like multiple languages, right? Which kind of helps you with connecting how the languages connect back to this.
Speak Mars?
Yeah.
Nice.
Could you explain how, like, you've done it a few times where, like, how each of the zodiac signs like connect to the way our anatomy is?
So Aries is the first sign. That's your cerebrum. It rules one of 12 systems in your body, the cerebrospinal nervous system. Taurus rules the endocrine system and the cerebellum, just below the cerebrum. Gemini rules the respiratory system, and it is the two twin hands, twin arms. Cancer is the chest and the immune system. Leo is the cardiovascular circulatory system, the heart. Virgo is the digestive system. Libra is the urinary and renal system. Scorpio is the generative system. Sagittarius, the muscular system. Capricorn, the skeletal system. Aquarius, the 12 acupuncture meridian lines, the nadis.
I have
And
asthma. I don't
Pisces
know about that.
rules the integumentary system.
Damn. Is that why they say lion heart? Is that why lions are always associated with hearts? Because Leo?
That's right. Yeah, because it rules the heart.
That's crazy. So I know you're an Aries, and I'm a Gemini, and he's an Aquarius. So could you just like spit some facts about those two signs?
Yes. Oh, this is what I'm. Yes, please.
Geminis are very mercurial, which means Mercury rules them. Mercury is all about merchandise, buying and selling, intellect, intelligence, communication, transportation. So generally, Geminians have those qualities. Aquarians are generally, as well, very intellectual, but they base their mind more on knowledge and knowing, and science, technology. They're very humanitarian. They're very friendly, and technological as well.
The first part was right. I don't know about those two last things because I barely know how to use Discord.
What planet rules Aquarius?
Oh, that's
Saturn.
Saturn. Okay.
Oh, I got Saturn. I don't want. Come on, Santos. Change
Saturn.
that.
Saturn's a good one.
No, change that. I don't want to fucking have a hula hoop. Really, I'm the only planet out there hula hooping. Come on, Santos, help me out. Give me a different
ring,
one.
the crown of Saturn, right? That's Cronus or whatever.
Saturn's the boss.
Yeah, he's a crowned one.
I thought you said Jupiter was the king of kings.
Yeah, he's the king of kings, but Saturn's the boss of time, Kronos. So everything begins with time and ends.
Oh, trust me, I'm always on time for this podcast, so we know Gemini's not an Aquarius.
Nah.
Fucking Christ. What about you, Santos? You're an Aries. What's Aries all about besides like the Aryan race? What are you guys
Aries is both about the Mars and the Sun. They have two planets. So yeah, the Sun exalts in Aries, so they're very solar. But mostly Mars, they're very iron-like. They're good leaders. They are the number one. They make great pastors, and they look after their flock. They really do.
Great. You said they make great pastas?
Yeah, like shepherds, pastor, ministers.
Oh, I thought you meant like pasta fagioli, like like spaghetti and shit. Oh, all right.
Pasta.
Yeah, that's what I thought he meant pasta.
No, he's Australian.
I want to go back to the frequency thing. So is what you're saying, or is this? Am I getting this right? Where because humans and our atoms have a certain frequency, and it matches up, it links up with the frequency of Earth. That's why we're able to live, feel, see things here. Whereas other entities, other atoms and beings, they have a different frequency, so they live on different planets that have the same frequency as them. Is that correct, or is that not correct?
Yes. Yep.
That is
Spot
correct.
on.
Okay, now, so you, I guess technically, so there can't be any type of atom or entity of a different frequency on Earth, correct?
Yeah, but you won't see them. They're there.
But you can't even like. There's no way for your matter to interact with their matter. It's as if they're there, but they're not there. Like there's no way to bump into them. It's not like they're invisible. It's just a totally different frequency that cannot interact with yourself.
Not in normal conditions, but sometimes these phenomena do occur, yes.
Ooh, hold on. How do those occur? Now I'm interested in, and when they occur, what, as humans, what do we see? What do these different atoms of different frequencies, what do they look like to us?
Well, this is how we get
See, I was listening, Joe.
spiritual, because other frequencies are interacting with us all the time. And how we respond to them determines how much we receive spiritual influences into our lives. Some people block them out. You know, they supernatural phenomena scares them. Meditation scares them. They hate being alone and quiet. Thinking upon spiritual themes scares them.
You must have liked that movie.
So they stay locked in their material atomic structure, and they never really advance. That's the difference between spiritual people and material people.
But now so you're saying different frequencies are always trying to interact or interacting with us, like, all the time. Now, why are they, interacting with us? Are we also in return trying to interact with them? Because sometimes it seems like a one-way road where the spiritual world's trying to get to us, and it's up to us to open up for both of us to interact. Why does it seem like it's never the other way around, where we're trying to interact with the spiritual world, and then it's up to them to open up to let us in?
It goes both ways. Really, they can't generally interfere with us unless we're receptive and we're asking them to do so. So it goes both ways. A lot of seers and mystics do certain rituals and rites and ceremonies to attract these entities. And on the other hand, these entities intervene in our lives when they feel that it's necessary. And so it goes both ways.
Do you believe in like reincarnation?
Of course.
Did you just say "huh" to your own fucking question?
No, it's interesting because
I smoked this pipe.
I think that's the one like afterlife
Gots.
type like thing about death where like I've kind of believe would be the most likely, rather than like the whole heaven, hell kind of, or just nothingness. I feel like if it makes sense that we would be put here on Earth, why couldn't it be possible we could just have multiple rides here? You know what I mean? Like be recycled almost. I don't know.
Well, that is the case. In fact, we are probably also having simultaneous lives already, not just the one at the same time. So,
oh wow,
that's a potential. That's very, very known about. I didn't make that up. That's how it works. It's all one time. We see it linearly, but it's not. It's only the now. So those reincarnations occur side by side, really.
Going back to the frequency thing, because this is interesting to me, like for real. These wheat thins are more calories than Triscuits, yet they're thinner. Going back to the frequency thing, so we try to connect to the spiritual world and vice versa, and if it happens, that's where different frequencies can finally interact. But there's like you were saying, your frequency has to line up with the frequency of the planet you're living on or the god you're living on. There's many planets, so would that mean there's many frequencies? So that means it's not just like human frequency and spiritual world frequency. What about the frequencies of, say, spiritual world A and spiritual world B, or like something that's not, just called spiritual world. We just call it that because we're humans. Like, how do they ever interact with each other, and that we don't know about? Because it doesn't seem like there's only just two frequencies, us and spiritual.
No, there's many. There's many degrees of spiritualities too. Just the same as there are different kinds of human beings. You see people who are very, very gross. They commit murder. They
Jews.
They do all kinds of crimes, whereas you and I, we don't. We live peacefully.
I don't know you. I don't know you like that, Santos. I don't know. I don't know what skeletons you got in the closet. He's got spiritual skeletons.
we wouldn't be talking here on this show if we were criminally minded. We'd be out there doing criminal stuff. There's different kinds.
Ted Bundy went to the grocery store. The BTK killer was part of the church. What are you talking about? Come on, Santos.
So the same works with animals as well. There are animals that don't eat animals. They are vegan, like horses and elephants, entirely vegan. And then you've got lions and cats and dogs who are carnivore. So there's different levels of animal, human, angelic, and God beings.
What do you see that as? The animals that are carnivores, or the animals that eat meat, do you see that as a frequency of evil, or is that just the way it is? Like, how do you see that in terms of species on this planet and what they do in terms of eating other animals or other animals that feel pain?
Well, at the moment, we've got animals that are mixed.
Yeah,
all over the different archetypal planes, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Originally, there were only animals that only ate plants on this earth. They were introduced, the archons, animal-eating ones, just to create what they call balance in nature, but it's not. It's not at all.
I was watching Tears. You're right.
Yeah. So these animals as well have been changed. They've been manipulated as well, their DNA, just like humans. So humans have been indoctrinated and changed genetically to participate in war and to murder other humans, whereas that's not part of who.
What manipulated these animals into humans? What was the manipulation factor?
Infiltrators into the system, interlopers, people, entities who
Gay people?
have a.
Huh? No, I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, spiritual entities, which we call egregores or demons.
Oh, so the animals, the species on this earth that eat other animals or cause pain to other beings, they've been in a way possessed by demon-based frequencies?
Yeah, they've been changed.
Hello?
like our chromosomes have been changed as well, been tampered with.
No.
So animals have as well.
Now, would that frequency come from one of the planets in our system, or is that like more?
I think it's from head collisions with the NFL.
Yeah, more like. I guess so. It is through the portals of the planets. They're all portals that some of these entities came through. There are all kinds of transdimensional beings, and some have good intent and some don't. Others, there's always the story of Enki and Enlil and the two brothers. One wants humanity to prosper, the other one wants to enslave humanity. So there's always that underlying energy in the universe. And some entities just choose to do evil, and that's their path. That's what they want to do, and they are free to do so. Not forever. There's always a limit to how much and how long they can do this. So the days are coming where they will be dealt with. They'll be out of our realm.
What causes chronic pain in humans and other animals? Is that something just human bound, or is there actually frequencies that cause, permanent damage to an entity or chronic pain to someone?
Yeah, that's called dis-ease. It's mental. It's when the mental or the emotional field gets disturbed. Pain ensues. But a strong mind and strong emotions, spiritual practices which help alleviate that pain is the way to heal. But generally, most diseases come from the mind.
Now, if someone is paralyzed, let's just say from the waist down, now, I guess the question is, are you saying that they don't have a strong enough spiritual mind?
No, there are certain things that happen, like accidents and destiny, and certain other causalities which produce these horrible things. This is a timeline that we're in where all can happen, and not all is good, because some of the entities are causing great disturbances for humanity. And so people come in with different contracts when they incarnate, experience certain things. And these are all part of their calling and part of their dharma and karma. So it's basically just the way the universe works. This timeline in particular.
Now, I know people say like there's different like ages that we go through with like the zodiac. Where do you think we're going from here? Because like in the future as humanity, do you think it's
going to the moon?
Yeah. Do you think it's going in a good direction, a bad, or neutral?
At the moment, it's there's a war, a spiritual war happening, both in the transcendental realm and on this Earth theatre realm. But it's going to end up good. It's going to bring paradise on Earth, and evil shall be vanquished, and good will prevail.
It seems like good always prevails. I'm happy if that's true. Is that always the case? It has to be, right? Because if good didn't always prevail, none of these frequencies would be here anymore, correct?
Yeah, well, good is another way of saying God. So,
with just one more O.
God is the all-knowing conscious energy of the universe, and It knows the storyline. It knows the ups and downs. It knows the end. It knows the beginning. It knows everything. As Brahma breathes out creation, already he has scripted outcomes of every single thing. And that's why you have sacred scripture, because it's a script. We're all following a script. And that's why it's very important to follow scripture, because you can elevate your experience. You can make it better.
That's what I never understood about evil, because if God knows everything and he knows the ending of the book, he's got all the zeros and the ones in the background, he knows good's going to prevail in the end. Why does evil even try to compete against good if, like, they're, the smartest evil entities, they must know that, like, at the end of the day, we're not gonna fucking beat God. Why does evil even try?
Well, because it's like that nagging girlfriend, on a Saturday trying to get you off the couch. It's just like
Yeah, but sometimes the guy gets off the couch.
everything
but
was great with Adam, and then Eve had to come along and throw an apple at his head.
God's not getting off the goddamn couch if he's watching the game. All right, the Knicks are up at halftime, so he's not getting off the couch.
No, isn't that like even back to the language thing with that? Isn't that what it's kind of based on? It's like,
Oh no, don't you dare! That was a legit question. I want to know the answer to that.
oh, fair,
Don't you-
sorry. I was just
Yes.
gonna do the connection of like good and evil, God, the devil, Adam and Eve, odd and even. Like I remember you said that once, Santos, in a thing. And
But
it
also,
stuck with me.
that's a really good question, honestly, that I thought I'd ask. And not only that, why do we get worried about evil if we know at the end good will prevail?
Well, it's the same reason you don't want to go to the dentist. You know it's gonna be for a good cause overall, but it fucking hurts. In the moment, it's gonna suck, but you're like, yeah, I know it's gonna be better overall. But people don't want.
Santos, is the entity of the universe, good and evil, similar to going to the dentist? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's a good analogy. That's very good.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, probably.
It's like you're not going to be walking behind your newly born 1-year-old. You're not going to be walking after your child who's beginning to walk at every step there so that he doesn't fall. You're going to allow him to fall, and he will fall many times and hurt himself many times because that's how you learn to walk. So there's a learning and a remembering process going on at the same time as this timeline is being extrapolated along certain tangents. So we choose a lot of destiny. We make decisions, and some of them hurt us, and we learn that way. Some of them benefit us, and we learn that way as well. So it's all about learning, accumulating the knowledge, and becoming wise, and becoming liberated from conditions and limitations.
When you're taking a really aggressive shit, what do you think was the bad thing you did in your life that deserved that?
What does that even mean?
Well, I mean, it could be a whole bunch of things. Bad eating, bad thinking. Sometimes we do take some bad blows, and that's karma. If you don't look after your lymphatic system, for instance, well, it gets all blocked up and you get cancer in the nodes and you die. So you have to look after your body. You have to flush it and clean it and take care of it, because otherwise...
I have a legit, all my questions actually have been legit. I'm not even fucking around, but this one just crossed my mind. If the human body, if humans took care of themselves like to a T, 100% took care of their bodies, like their mind, their body, their soul and everything, what would be then the average or the max life expectancy in terms of years for a human?
Thousands of years.
Thousands of years?
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
How though? What would you have to do to live for thousands of years?
I think you'd have to like stop the process of like aging.
Like eat Brussels sprouts?
No, you just stop the process of aging. You would slow down the process somehow if they figured out a
How?
way. Well, we haven't invented it yet, but I'm sure in the future they'll
Well,
kind of.
but Santos is saying thousands of years. Well, how? I understand the whole. It may be like electronically or something in the future, but spirit, like Santos, what could a human do now to live thousands of years?
Meditative practices, yoga, eating, lifestyle. There's many things. The noise and the bustle of going to a job, for instance, and working for money and all of these struggles, they wear and tear down the human organism. So it's all about managing that wear and tear. There are many people around in the world who have lived thousands of years. You won't hear about them on the mainstream because they don't want you to know that.
Oh,
they want you to
King
think
George, man. King George, he's definitely like 1,000 years old.
Yeah, but he's evil 1,000. He ate babies.
Yeah. So there must be something really powerful going on right now in like the frequency and stuff. Just the age we're going through. I mean, look at the internet and the way it's connecting everyone so much. The whole globe can talk to each other instantaneously. Like, there must be something going on right now that's kind of accelerating this. Right?
Gem, well, I need to know more about this 1,000-year thing. Like, are you kidding? Like, so Santos, you meditate. You're obviously very, very spiritual. How long do you expect to live based off your lifestyle as of right now?
Well, I don't consider myself to be any kind of a guru or any kind of a master of anything, really. I've mastered a few things. My breathing, my sexual habits as well. I practice White Tantra. I'm hoping to add a few decades.
What's White Tantra?
I don't know. White Tantra, yes.
What is that?
It's non-ejaculatory sex. Yeah.
Like dry humping?
No, like you don't ejaculate, you don't come.
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking around. Like you achieve orgasm without coming, correct?
Without ejaculating. You still have an orgasm. You still have an orgasm, but you don't discharge any of those fluids because those fluids are needed for the body to recycle so that they can rebuild the nervous system.
So it's like if you're like me and Gem who have a porn addiction and just like we are, instead of we're whitening up the walls with our tantra or whatever, what are we doing to our bodies when we're just always releasing cum?
You're dying. You're emptying your brain, you're depleting your nervous system, and you're killing yourself.
Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus, Santos.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because, like, everything that's that good as, like, orgasming, like bacon or something, like, anytime something's amazing, it's usually bad for you. Usually. In excess, at least.
It's usually evil frequencies taking over. I like that. I'm going to start using that, by the way.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely doing this NOFAP.
What do you think could help someone or people like us that just love to... Now, wait. Is it the same if you have sex? If you have sex with someone that you love, like say you're spiritually, mentally there, you're in love with someone, you have sex, should you stop yourself from ejaculating? And does that also go towards women also, or just men?
It's both sexes need to retain their fluids. My partner and I, we practice White Tantra. I have sex regularly and I have multiple orgasms. I just don't ejaculate.
Good for that's actually really all. Now, what about? So, do you think it's wrong to? I should have turned my fucking vibrate on. Do you think it's wrong to have kids, or that once in a while time where you're trying to get someone pregnant? Does that make sense to ejaculate, or are you still killing yourself in a way when you do that?
Well, you don't need to ejaculate to produce progeny. You just have a... you just have a release of it's like a gas which you can
A gas, like a fart?
it's in the sperm. The sperm is very gaseous. It's an oil. It's like an oil, a chrism oil, and it is gaseous, most of it. So you can release a few sperm in the gas. You don't have to ejaculate, and it's easy to do. Lots of people have done that. It's called the immaculate conception, but I know people who have actually done it. They don't ejaculate, but they've got kids.
Oh, you're talking about pre-cum. I get what you're saying. Okay.
It's not pre-cum. It's a gas. There's no liquid at all. It's not liquid.
Well, no, pre-cum has a little liquid in it. It's mainly semen with a little. Sometimes there's a little sperm in there.
Yeah, it's different still.
Well, yeah, no, it's different from like actually ejaculating because then there's a lot of sperm. No, I get. We're on the same page there.
Yep.
That's crazy. So, do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have a son.
So, was he regular, conception, or was he immaculately
Regular.
intercepted?
That was 28 years ago. I've only been doing white tantra since 2012.
Okay, cool. Oh, dude. Well, we don't want to keep you too long. I'll ask one more question, and then I'm sure Gem has one more too. But you brought up 2012, that whole Mayan thing. Did that have any like weight to it, or was that all just like BS that humans created? The whole Mayan calendar, 2012 is going to be the end kind of thing.
No, it has a lot of weight to it. That was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of a new frequency on the Earth, which would awaken humanity. And it's probably going to take a while more, but
It does.
It began then.
Well, the way I understood it is that
It does feel like everything got shitty since then.
I know, right? I feel like the Mayan calendar was cyclical and circular, kind of like the zodiac, right? So I mean, there's no real end to a circle. So I think that was people just misinterpreting it, right? Wasn't it just the end of one age and the beginning of another or something? Like frequency, maybe, like you're saying?
No, not really. It was definitely the beginning of the fire sun, and now we're in the ether sun. We had 4 suns. That was the end of the fire sun. The first was earth, then water, then air, then fire. And the fire sun ended, and a new sun was born. It's the etheric sun. So we now have a new sun and a new system, and it's at the very beginnings of a new age.
Does that correlate with like Age of Aquarius when people talk about ages in astrology?
It does, yes. It's the new age of Aquarius for sure.
Okay, because I know that the age of Pisces, which we were just in, was like about belief and doubt, and then Aquarius is the age of knowledge, and that's right around the time where like we have all like shit. We can all look up so much knowledge in our phones that previous generations couldn't, and I'm like, that's kind of a weird coincidence. Like right when we're entering the age of knowing stuff, we have technology to know so much more. Whereas back in back in like 1000 AD, they just kind of had to like wing it. They didn't know something.
With their shitty frequency.
Sure.
So Age of Aquarius, that isn't this the worst age to be in though? Isn't it like the dark? It's like directly opposite of the Golden Age in Leo.
It's like February.
Yeah, it's the shittiest month of the year.
Yeah, exactly. And that's mostly Aquarius.
Yeah.
Unless you're like me, like
So it can only get better from here, right? As we approach the Golden Age again.
True, it is.
What do we call? What's the name of the age for Aquarius?
Jeez, Jim, this last question's really.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, Christ.
Is it the Iron Age or something?
That's the sign that turns up on March 21st at the equinox. Every time you look toward the east at 6 o'clock when the sun rises on March 21st, whatever sign is there, that's the age we're in. But the opposite sign, Leo, is also in the same axis. So we are actually in both Leo and Aquarius. It's never just the one.
Okay. See, because last time we had a tarot reader on, and she kind of she was telling us how Aquarius was an air sign, and we were saying we always get confused that it's a water sign. Why is Aquarius the water bearer? What's the meaning behind that archetype?
This last question.
So it's spiritual waters. But it's still an air sign. It's the sign of baptism. February used to be called baptism month, Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
Because of the rains. So it was watery in that sense, but it's a spiritual water bearer. Those are spiritual waters. Jesus spoke about those waters. He said, if you drink from these waters, from this well, you will never be thirsty again.
Nice. All right. Well, I
think drinking a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I thank you for coming on, man. That was awesome. It was cool to talk to you after watching you for so many years. Really appreciate it.
Lovely. Thanks, guys.
Yes. And before you go, is there anything you want to say, to the people listening, where they can find you and stuff, and listen to all your stuff?
Yep. My YouTube channel is Mr. Astrotheology, and my website is universaltruthschool.com.
Word.
Cool.
All right, man. Thanks again for coming on. We'll post about this episode on our social media throughout the week until next episode. But, dude, seriously, thanks again for coming on. And thanks, everyone, for listening to the Nothings Podcast, episode 22 with Santos Bonacci.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Man. Have a good one, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.